according to Shaka Smart. Here he is, puts it on the deck, gets to the hole, wrapped it around, up top. And the first shot of the day for Cam Jones.
You talked about the job that Rick Pitino has done, Coach Pitino, but think about this, guys. He had to retool the entire roster, basically.
Cam Jones. Footwork inside for Ejiofor, who Coach Pitino said to us before the game continues to improve.
Yeah, offensively, more confident. Somebody improvement. I mean, Cam Jones, bro.
Talk about knocking down shots early. Jones again. In the paint, on the spin, off the glass, count it.
Creative.
And a steal. Mitchell to Jones, he'll fire. Oh, nice hesitation. Gets to the hole, double pump, scoop, and in with English. Jones. They push it ahead to Joplin. Jones straight away. Bam. Uh-oh, killer Cam. Joplin out of the game. Baseline, Jones. Batted around, picked up. R.J. Lewis, outlet pet. As we approach the 8-minute mark of the first half. Jones, can he keep the hot hand? Yes, he can. Killer Cam.
Hey, Gus, don't you like Andrew? Looked up to in college basketball when I was young, watching the Big East during that time period.
Jones, teardrop, short. Nice rebound. Kadari Richmond. He'll bring it up the floor for Joplin. 5 to shoot. Jones, he'll take a desperation heave. And 35-33. Jones has got to keep it going offensively. Jump hook, no, tapped up and in, and this time it's Zayd Lowry. 7 seconds. Richmond inside, leaner, no. Lowry with a rebound, and that's the end of the first half. Mark in 6, and losing twice to St. John's and UConn along the way. 3 to shoot, Killer Cam.
That's a tough shot. He makes it.
4.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah, but Gus, you got to do a better job of cutting off the dribble.
Cam Jones. And he'll get the bounce. Jones to Ross. Looking. Ross leaves his feet. Jones contested 3. Rims off. And Marquette turns it over, but they get it back. What a sequence. Jones, a 3. Richmond. Incredible perimeter pressure by the Red Storm. Jones, drive. Oh, herky-jerky.
And that's how you do it. You respond back.
10-point lead now for the Red Storm. Danger zone for Marquette. Cam Jones drives, stops, leans, and hits.
Wow.
He's got 24. Zayd Lowry. Lowry now, baseline. Here's Jones. And a whistle and foul on the floor against the Reds. 66-56. Jones, a step back jump shot. And Kadari Richmond goes up high.
Miss and lay up at the rim. They make you pay for it on the defensive end.
Long jump shot, long rebound. Wilshire, head up.
In all of college basketball, Xavier, this is the time of year for them. Your veterans step up. Nothing really rattles them.
That one a little off the mark. Cam Jones averaging 19 points.
Point guard, not played with many, not good but great point guards. They throw the ball ahead. They don't hold on to it. They let you go to work.
Jones, no. Out of bounds, back to Xavier.
How was he during November and December? And they said because his mentality never changed, it allowed him to do so. A lot of players, when they make that transfer level up, they never figure it out in season. That's harder to do.
It's nylon.
I think that's interesting. When he first came over from Indiana, Sean Miller had to tell him, listen, that's not what you do, man. We need you to just work, be our glue.
And finally, Cam Jones on the board.
No foul on the shot. Love that.
Gold puts it on the deck. Showing off the handle. It's Jones. Weak side rebound falls to Conwell. Xavier looking to blow by
McKnight. And that's what he does. Look, when you think he's a facilitator, he can change that gear. So can't this guy.
Just so crafty with both hands near the basket. Clean up. Step away three. Jones, butter. Lowry.
That was a lights out three. He was trying to turn off the power on Marquette with that one.
Jones, the cross, the J, short. Lowry, offensive rebound, second chance. Another opportunity. This time he banks it home. Cam Jones has all the angles.
Coming out of the inner city of Chicago, Marquette helped define me. And also, too, they gave me a chance when a lot of people didn't, a lot of teams didn't. You know, struggling in my ACT, academically ineligible. So, Marquette.
Around the horn it goes for Joplin. 16 to shoot. Spin, kick, Jones, pump, drive on McKnight. That is crafty.
Changed hands in the air. Cute. From three. She needed to just continue to try to get better shots. Work that ball.
Jones fires. And buried for three.
Gotta have the ball in his hand, Noah.
Tough finish there by the transfer from Western Kentucky. Long strides, Jones. Fremantle may have gotten a piece. A lot of contact. Jones crumbled to the deck.
I looked at his team and said, fellas, we know this is a program. At the Big East tournament, it takes multiple efforts. You have that championship DNA. You gotta keep pressing. You gotta keep pushing. This is going to go.
A chance for Marquette to tie or take the lead for the first time since the opening minutes. It's Jones for the lead. Got it! Cam Jones delivers. Keeps the dribble alive. Jones working on Foster. Dances. Jones. High steps. Missed it. Conwell working quickly. Gold finds the playmaker. Jones into the paint. Spinning. Nice defense by Fremantle. Forced the miss. And a whistle going the other way. Patience. Fremantle missed the slam. 5 on 4 the other way. It's Jones loading up. Short.
Woo! Yes, it can't be a soft pass. Gotta be deliberate with everything you do.
Gold. Pump. Fly by. Jones. Connects. Another three to put Marquette. Drive. Lost it initially. Got it back. Reload with Jones. 8 to shoot. Sean Miller imploring his team to defend. Jones off the heel. And the rebound goes to the Musketeers. 2:45 to play. Jones, patient for the bucket.
Ryan Conwell.
Jones on the fend off. Back down, spin on Conwell, lost him. The deuce from Jones.
Late, number 12 in blue, sets a screen here for Jones. Problem is everybody stands until they score here. We can't see anything in the left corner, but that's a three off the mark. And St. injury, and R.J. Lewis is feeling something in that left ankle area. You're right, Rob. Jones splits the defense off the front of the rim.
I don't see him miss very many with that left hand. Jones
having trouble getting it in, but they do. By the way, number 0, Aaron Scott is in for St. John's, defending here, battling that hamstring injury. Three-pointer by Cam Jones.
That's a big shot right.
Jones driving on Ejiofor. That is a tough shot over Zuby Ejiofor.
Really well defended by Ejiofor. Putting yourself at risk to be called for a moving screen.
So Scott, who was limited to just 3 minutes last weekend, sits. Jones misses a triple and a rebound to Richmond. That's for certain. Royce Parham into the game, young freshman from Pittsburgh. Here's Jones, NBA range in the NBA arena to tie it at 13. Shaka Smart says he's as tough as anybody he has coached, number 4 in blue. Jones, no. That's going to go against St. John's. Joplin. They needed it. Marquette went on a 15-2 run. See if St. John's can steady the ship here. Jones. And a rebound. Richmond had it. And eventually they went 9-0 at the Garden this year. That sellout last weekend when they beat Seton Hall to capture the crown. Really is one of the best stories in college basketball this year.
Coming over and helping there.
Cam Jones 8 so far. Look at that. He had the look, but he missed it. Ben Gold, corner 3. Joplin flying in.
Marquette just playing harder on this possession. Long rebounds, they're running them down.
They just can't get a bucket to drop.
Got 3 good looks. Smith back. A great thing for St. John's in the postseason. To get Simeon Wilcher some confidence, he's played a whale of the first half.
So is that guy, Cam Jones.
Rick Pitino not going to be happy with that defensive.
Going in the second half. See if anybody can get a 3-pointer to drop. Ross on the offensive glass. How about Jones? No.
And the could certainly jumpstart his game.
Big East Player of the Year candidate. He's now got 6. Cam Jones. And he puts it in. He's got a dozen.
It's really amazing because you know it's coming. Cam Jones skip it across the floor, and after a layup, now you get a 3 to go. And R.J. Lewis, you're cooking with fire here.
Cam Jones, yes.
It's amazing.
Hamstring that was bothering him last game. Only played 3 minutes, but he's looked pretty good out here today, moving around. Blow by Jones. No. Gold taps it back.
How about Ben Gold just hanging there?
Now Joplin needs some help. Jones.
He's tight-roping that half-court line.
He's going to have to hoist this thing. And he airballs it for a shot clock violation. Cam Jones surveying.
How about Ejiofor switching that and taking everything away?
Joplin kicks out. Jones in rhythm. Book it.
But then you get lost, and sometimes that does happen with bigs. For down there, it's just survival on the defensive glass.
Such an incredible force is Zuby Ejiofor. Little floater, no. Tap back, and Parham. What a pretty time. Jones looking to go to work again. Wow. He is so crafty.
He still ends up using that left, but the footwork there to
U18 national team last year, now a freshman for St. John's. 3-pointer drops down for Cam Jones, and Cam Jones has Marquette's last 8. Let's see if he wants more here. He does. Whoa! Well, he's going to get the bucket. They're going to call that goaltending, and it is showing. Jones, step back. Look at Mitchell. Oh.
Get out. R.J. Lewis has been so much more aggressive here in this second half.
Jones with the right.
That has missed some opportunities for the rim here. You're going to see Cam Jones.
This guy has been the man. 24 points today for Jones. Correction, 26 points for Cam Jones.
You could just see the indecision there with Simeon Wilcher.
Everybody in this building right now is standing. We still have almost 4 minutes to go. Jones, runner, yes!
How did he get that to go? And it looks like Zuby Ejiofor.
A little bit of a softer schedule, 7-6 since. This would be big, no doubt. Jones looking for 30 points, in and out. Still battling, and it comes. Cam Jones has 28 points today. He wants to drive it on Ejiofor and give him 30.
How about the way he snuck that up, like with the play? R.J. Lewis is having himself a ball game.
Between he and Jones, 55 points. Here is Jones, a little strong. 3 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. He's got it on the wing. He drives on Scott. Off the window, and we're tied again.
And use that off right hand, certainly to leverage.
Deep. Great cutter.
Cam Jones trying to create contact. He got jostled, but no whistle. Ball on the flip trip for UConn.
Here's that one.
Wow. This is a grimy defensive game already. Just getting in the pocket and staying there.
Tough match right there. Reed with a good challenge, though.
10-3 run for Connecticut. Cam Jones is yet to score tonight.
Look at that shot.
He wards off the big guy so beautifully.
He has glass shots, so attractive. See if he can deliver it.
Boy, confidence in March can go a very long way, Raph.
Look at this blow by.
Jones again skating through.
You notice the ability to roll. Nobody early, a little double here.
Jones, so clever.
Unbelievable. And you know, take the left away.
Jones had a notion, but Samson Johnson was right there. Joplin follow. That's blocked away. Jones exerting himself again. Oh, what timing to get that over Johnson.
He just has that little stop and patience.
McNeely, no dice. Rebound, Jones. This is punch, counter punch all night long. Jones defended well by Mahaney.
He really did a nice job standing him up. No real containment.
Jones for three. Missed it. Rebound, McNeely.
Drop step.
Jones against McNeely for two.
You know it's coming. You can't stop it. So tough.
He knows himself so well, too. He just got screened by Parham, freeing up Cam Jones, and that's out of bounds to Marquette.
Once again, though, getting close to the rim.
Good. Jones going right against Reed. Good defense from Reed.
It sure was. Tough matchup here for Mahaney.
Jones spins him into the lane and scores.
He fought him. Counter. Tough kid.
The help came, too. Physical right now. Rugged between Diarra and Jones. Cam Jones over Diarra. No great defense from the senior Hassan Diarra out of Queens.
Stood him up just for an availability on ball screens. And protected at the rim. That's all him.
Solo ball to the deck. He clears it to Diarra and UConn. Is after three early ones, just four since then. Another drive. Cam Jones, brilliant again.
He stands you up and then puts that shoulder down, puts it in overdrive.
At three. Jones bumped by McNeely for two.
So good. Timeout. Shaka. Boy, you know he's got a great...
Jones spinning and scoring.
Wow.
He wanted it the whole way.
Amazing, just backing down Caravan. Smooth. I know he struggled, but stepping up with a big-time Onions delivery.
Jones the miss. They got a foul. It
got
can't be gold, and it's Mitchell with 12 seconds to go.
I'm off the line.
Jones for three, no good. Rebound in the air, and Connecticut, when it lands, has secured a sweep of Mark.
Short-handed hands guys and fielding.
Jones. How crafty is Cam Jones?
You know, he's so smooth and he keeps the defense honest, and he is more than capable of knocking down multiple threes in the game.
Cam Jones had that altered by PV. Gold can't stick it back, but PV was all over.
Making it hard and corralling PV to make him play in the crowd and not give him any isolation opportunity.
Jones short, Matt corrals. Jones with a crossover. Oh, Mr. Jones, you are All-American worthy.
And he doesn't get sped up. He's going at his own pace. Rough outing. This is not what he envisioned today.
Oh, my goodness. Cam Jones. Long this time. Had that gone.
He's just too comfortable, Cam is. He's just, no blow-bys, Everything's been contested, and Cam Jones is just in a rhythm right now.
Jones, what a half for Cam Jones. Absolute.
All right, as Cam Jones adds another 2, Ahmed Fareed back in studio with Jordan Cornette and Matt McCall up until we get them back on comms. But, Jordan?
Well, this could be an interesting turn if you're going to get anything going as Micah Peavy gets a basket one way, but then just the transit, getting back, communicating.
In Washington, D.C. Take it away, guys.
Thank you guys for letting us head to the popcorn stand at Capital One Arena. It was a longer line than expected. To be honest, we've never sounded better, Tyreek Turner.
Giving them a lift with his scoring off the bench.
He's got a dozen. That one's short. Williams now with the rebound.
He has a similar strength and body type as Castle. Maybe a little taller, actually.
Jones off. Putbacks there for Parham. Royce Parham. They in a tie for second in the Big East as we hit the final week of conference play. Jones, Cam Jones, can't hit. It's Mack.
Too much defensive rotation for the Golden Eagles.
Cam Jones all the way to the hole.
And he just wanted to get to the rim. He didn't want to settle. And I think they have a run in them, John.
You do?
Here in March, I do. The way Cam Jones has played, Stevie Mitchell.
Well, they have a big one Wednesday night.
The rebound. There's Chase Ross, who's shot it well the last couple games. 4 threes. Here's Jones. Nobody's around.
Goodness, how does he get a look like that? It's a big upside for this kid. He's going to be a terrific talent.
Close quarters there. Norman got it for Jones. There's the first one. Happy birthday.
And they were right on it, too.
And that's what I did.
16 years wasn't enough for you?
That was enough for me. Yeah, listen, I can't run up and down today in our shooting game because of my knees. So
Cam Jones sticks a 3. What do you think of Cam Jones?
I love Cam, man. Just
shooter.
Travis Dina.
Oh, that was quick.
Well, no, Novak was probably a better pure shooter. Dina was a better. I'm gonna count on Dina a little bit more.
Cam Jones again for 3. Happy birthday, Cam Jones. Ross for an open rebound. Joplin closed out. Jones off the juggle. He missed it off the front iron, and that's out of bounds by Parham.
Little rotation off the pin.
Ross got the defender Floyd in the air. Parham the find. That 3 is no good for Jones, and we have 2 players crumpling down to the ground.
Nice double, nice read.
Help from Parham.
How pretty was that? Jumping the pass lane, Joplin with the give.
Great fill of the lane, and Runse again defensively, and one more time.
To contain your guy is part of it. So you can help him recover. You read your...
Oh, boy. Cam Jones, happy birthday to you.
I don't think Kolek spent any of his NIL money. Now he's got plenty, I'm sure. Right?
Yes, he does. Cam Jones on the find from Hamilton, and Marquette is a firework.
He's got some game, this kid. Where you watch him.
Freshman out of Natick. As that will roll down for Cam Jones. Smothered by Gold.
Yeah. Competitive rebound. Early blur.
Uh-oh. Behind the back twice into a 3. No good for Jones, who tried to get himself his own present.
Nothing silly by the defense. Stay in front of guys. But for Marquette, Cam Jones is going to have to get this thing going.
He's off the mark from 3. Villanova
really didn't do anything. He didn't get a chance to touch that ball late, and that's, to me, that's an effect of your players. Your teammates have to say, hey, you got to get it going, big fella.
Dumont got a piece of the attempt from Norman.
That's an obvious statement. They're 9 of 11 from 3. You're not really beating anyone if that continues, or no one's beating you if that continues. But for Marquette, number 1 has to get it going, like you see there. Putting his chest in there. He was guarding Eric Dixon. That was an offensive foul.
Be the best defensive possession for Marquette tonight. And there's Jones. Dumont, the freshman, feeling it. Limited minutes this season, but he's now 3 for 3 from deep. Jones unable to answer. And Ross
with an offensive rebound. As Jones crosses the timeline.
When you are digging yourself out of a hole, anything helps, especially the fouls.
Wow! Cam Jones.
Eric Dixon, when he gets you down low, he goes with the pump fakes. Gets a lot of guys in foul trouble that way.
Jones calls his own number, comes up short, tap out from Gold. And
going to see that situation as well when a lot of your leaders leave. Now what do you do?
Jones off the mark, rebound Perkins.
People expect him to be Jay Wright, but also trying to figure out what put his fingerprint on the game, and then in a transactional era of college basketball,
not build from there. That's what happens when you have a veteran team. Cam Jones haven't called his name a lot here tonight. Lowry, second chance. Dixon hits them both at the line. Back to 15, right on cue. There's Jones, and he couldn't get the roll.
Yeah, that's one where you almost...
Stevie Mitchell with the shot clock at 7. Now Jones, he'll put up a 3. And the rebound is corralled by Garway Dual.
Yeah, Cam Jones
in the CBS bracket preview show over the weekend, just on the outside of that, now ranked 16th, and a lot of the prognosticators have him around a 5 seed right now as Cam Jones hits a 3. Seton Hall feeling the momentum after the win over UConn, while Marquette a week off, maybe a little rusty. That's a goaltend. And count the 2 for Jones. Jones, yes.
So right now they're having trouble keeping him.
Did something Saturday that we could not do, and that's beat UConn. Jones spins around. Ariane with the rebound. Jones at 3. And Ross the offensive rebound. Jones for 3. And he's in double figures for the 42nd. Lowry hands off Jones. He'll take a straightaway 3. And the rebound is tracked out by Marquette and was 6 of 23 from the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Marquette's not letting him breathe.
Jones for 2 more here in the second half. Each team has committed 7 turnovers. Mitchell dribbling with the left hand. Now Jones at 3. And rebound Middleton.
Had them on lockdown this entire game, really. 9 for 34.
And 2 more for Cam Jones. Jones backing down Middleton. Turnaround. No. And Toomey takes it off the rim.
And we're underway in Milwaukee. And throw out the records because the first meeting between these two teams was a dandy. Cam Jones off on his first attempt. We talked about the offensive glass. Would like at least half their shot attempts be coming from downtown.
Absolutely, and they've really dropped. They're 35% overall. Dropped to 24%. Great bucket by Cam Jones. Death, taxes, and Cam Leader doing a really good job with his activity.
Thank you, Coach, for the cleanup duty.
Oh, absolutely. I can do it all, man. Whatever you need.
Cam Jones off the window. Coach, if you let him go left, what happened? Cam Jones has started hot. An ankle injury, an afterthought now. Jones left hand teardrop short. And a rebound to the Blue Demons. Part of the player development factory here. Only high major in the country last 3 years. Hasn't seen anybody leave for the transfer portal. They also haven't taken a transfer. And Cam Jones' evolution is the best example of that.
Chris is very high on what he's capable of.
A freshman from France. Jones off on the angle. Hamilton with the offensive rebound. Cam Jones. Marquette has also struggled from the first made three.
Those were penetrating drives, John. You touch the paint, you skip to the corner for a three.
Jones cannot answer. It was David Thomas who delivered.
Marquette, but you load back to the weak side when the ball is covered, and nobody matched up on the weak side with the shooters. So Myers got an open three.
Jones is off, got his own miss, sticks it back. Open floor to this first half. DePaul can hold it. And we are even at 36. Jones. Cam Jones automatic. Cam Jones has just entered the top three. And Jones averaging close to 20 per game. Jones somehow gets it to go.
Yeah, he lifts it up. He's got really strong.
Lowry is able to corral to Jones. Jones and Mitchell just swarm Thomas. Now Jones glides in. How did he hit that?
Because he's got an incredible left hand. He can score overhand ball reverse. This is good. Two-man action. Play off it. They'll get lifts.
Cam Jones says, why not? It's an air ball.
I don't like that. You stayed on one side of the floor. Right now, Marquette is 0 of 5 from 3, but they're getting to the rim.
8 of 10 from 2 in the second half. Jones is short. The three-point struggles do continue. Marquette's 9th and 14 tonight.
Oh, they're so good. Glad Goldman's gotten better, and Danny Wolf was just a great get for Dusty May first starting out.
So Ken DePaul stood him up. Straight up defense by Ben Golden. Here comes Joplin.
And got to watch Ben Golden, the trailer spot.
Jones!
Great job. That is where they are so good.
Mitchell to Jones. Cam Jones is short.
Good call. That's a good call. Joplin.
Now Cam Jones has the mismatch.
Cam Jones going to work against Kalkbrenner. Drive it inside. Jones trying to save it. 4 to shoot for Gold. And Gold
ball of his entire career.
He accounts for 41% of Creighton's points. Jones accounts for a little bit more for Marquette. 44. 6-point Creighton lead. Jones against Ashworth with the spin, and the left hand drops for Cam Jones.
That is vintage Cam Jones getting back to
anybody in America. Forces turnover.
But Creighton has been, for the most part, really solid with the ball in this first half.
Jones able to turn the corner on Neal for 2.
And with Kalkbrenner out on the perimeter, that opens up the floor.
You know what they call me?
Yeah.
Largest lead for the Blue Jays. Jones trying to change that with the left hand.
He is so good at that. Get back to his left.
Shane Thomas into the game, likely with the intent to foul. As he reaches for one there, he tried to do it. Cam Jones, step back 3. That won't go. Rebound tipped around off the hands of Gold. Saved for a 3 for Jones. Cam Jones. Look what they 13 points off turnovers.
It's not like Creighton has had a boatload of it.
No.
It's just been when they have turned it over, Marquette has capitalized.
And a good look for Cam Jones there.
Game and shooting 45% from 3. It's been tough to watch him struggle like this.
Cam Jones is not struggling.
He does not struggle at getting to the paint.
No.
That dude is a walking back.
Inbound to Joplin. 3 for 10 from the floor in this second half. Jones gets it over Kalkbrenner, but he changed that shot.
And how often do you see him have to step through?
We'll flip it to Parham. Mason Miller trying to stick with Cam Jones off the window.
Did that look a little different with Kalkbrenner at the top of the game?
Yeah, another opportunity. Shot clock down to 5. Jones with 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Leaner, good again. He beat the Horn at halftime, and he beats it here. Jones' 10th 20-point game of the year. Here's Parham on the drive. Back out to Jones for the open 3. Rattles around and home. And for the first time.
Blue Jays. It's not like Marquette's a team that's known for getting on the offensive glass.
16 of them today. Kalkbrenner erases it at the rim.
It's just a different game.
Jones, step back 3. So look at Trout soaring in.
Is there.
First bucket in over 11 minutes for Ryan Kalkbrenner. Here's Jones, turns the corner on Green with that left hand so smooth, he's got 25.
He gets downhill to his left.
Picked up by McAndrew on the switch. Jones going to work against the freshman. Gets to that left hand once more and can't get it to fall.
A grown man rebound from Jemiah Neal.
5-point game, packed house in Omaha. Big East basketball at its finest. Jones slithers to the rim for a pair. And a timeout for Marquette.
What a shot.
Jones, rebounded by Green. Creighton.
On the drive. Not a big-time scorer, so he'll find Jones.
Yeah, not a three-point scorer.
Jones will.
They're not getting good shots at all.
Boy, if you...
Incredible. Again, the bench stepping up. Nice slip. Just take that little jumper.
Jones the trailer.
I don't know why Joplin didn't take it first. But getting rest.
Cam Jones working hard on a string. He got his first two.
Boy, that hesitation and then the step through. You give him a little.
The Tom Emanski of coach catches on the sideline. Jones
yeah, loves that shoulder. Come up empty. Has to get back to that right shoulder.
Hands coming in, flying from the help side. Lowry with 5. Up top, it's a 3 for Jones, and he is out of rhythm right now.
And really just a great defensive system.
It's Jones. Smith on him, the Utah transfer. Jones goes left hand.
One of the great glass users. Provides a...
Cam Jones, who's scored in double figures in 38 straight games.
The automatic switch in 5 spots. There you go. He owns that middle, generally speaking, too.
Jones and Wilcher, body to body, no good. Rebound edge of 4. Smith was looking for.
Good job screening out.
Jones snaps it off. Missed it.
For him, that's a good look, though. Clean.
In rhythm. Lewis right with Jones. He turned on him and scores. Wow.
Boy, nice little set. They had 2 in the far corner. Cam looks more alive right now.
He's drenched. He gets in the lane and misses. Out of bounds. No foul. Could have been on Barham. The officials are hearing about it as Jones drives and scores.
Amazing. What a difference. His whole attitude.
And it is Marquette ball, no foul.
Tough in the open floor.
Cam Jones, too short. Rebound, out of bounds to Marquette.
Some of those fouls probably impacted him.
In the corner, Lowry, another for Cam Jones in that
burst.
Long strides.
Yeah. Empty side there.
Scott has 4 fouls, got to watch out. Jones the miss, rebound Richmond.
Samson Johnson did a great job of gathering, finishing through some contact.
Cam weaving inside, left hand leader, and he'll get the bounce.
No matter what you do, Cam wants to spin and get back to make up as a person. He wants to win. He wants to compete. He stays on edge, but he wants his team to perform that way. That's been one of the problems with UConn right there. One-on-one defense, fortunately.
Every game, grinding. They got to grind it out. Cam Jones turns the corner. Inside, rims off, no, loose ball. Parham
had deep post position.
Jones. Kept the dribble alive, high off the glass, and
Good teams make you pay. You miss, they made.
22-10. Marquette trying to answer Connecticut with its largest under 8 to go. Marquette shooting 18% from the field. Horrendous. Jones, he changes that quickly.
And he does, and he didn't settle. He got to the middle of the court. moving. You're kind of forcing some offense.
Marquette, 7 of 16 from the free throw line. That ball pinned by Reed. Stay down. Jones. And he stops the bleeding. Hold on to this lead. Marquette, they look nice and loose, relaxed. Killer Cam, a brick. Out of bounds, and it's Marquette basket. Job. This crowd ready to go crazy. Here's Jones to the hole. Ball racing. Ball Euro. Ball on January 1st.
14 big points on the road.
Jones, turnaround jump shot, short, loose. Stevie Mitchell tracks it down, new shot clock. Marquette, ranked 9th in the nation. UConn, 25th. Meanwhile, down the lane, a tip. Squirts out.
That one, but it's a little get back from earlier. And Marquette didn't get the whistle blown for them.
Here's Jones with the hang and lay in. Cam Jones. 62-49. Killer Cam. Floater good. Minutes to play in regulation. Jones trying to shake Caravan. Turn around Jay. Jaden Ross. Here's Cam Jones. Easy. What a burst on the baseline.
You forget some.
Jones again, same baseline, got it up and rolls it down again. 20 points, but he's been killing it from the three-point line. Ross will make that. Jones with the three off the mark.
Jones.
35.7 to go. Cam Jones takes a three. In and out. Joplin got a hand on it. Can't hold on. Out of this crowd stunned. Jones down the lane. Oh, tapped around. Out of bounds. And Mark.
Cam Jones puts it on the deck with the right hand.
That's what you're going to see all night long, folks. Anytime they're moving.
His third start of the season. Again, going small to open up the game. Jones missed. This is Joplin turned it down. Now Jones for three. Cam Jones off the heel, no good. And Marquette ice cold.
Mismatch inside. Boy, Parham's got a small one inside. They've got to find him. And now he steps out.
Jones.
Good drive.
Right in there, and it's Cam Jones to the rescue.
As he always is, defensive end.
Chase Ross checks out to Marius. Owens is in. Now they got the big Andre screen in for Butler. There's Jones for three. Got it. Cam Jones again. He's got Lowry checks in for Marquette, replacing Trey Norman. Cam Jones and David Joplin, the only starters on the floor. And Jones up and under. He's got 9 early.
He's been really a
Jones right down Broadway. Had it blocked by Moore.
He's so good when he gets on that right elbow in isolation situations.
Telford with 8 points. Cam Jones had it rejected by Telford.
I thought he should have used the rim and the playoff and gives you 100% effort all the time.
Got to believe the paint on the walls was dripping in that Marquette locker room at halftime as Jones goes right to work. He's in double figures.
Well, we talked him his best.
Joplin with the size advantage. There's Jones, a deep three on the other end, no good.
Pierre Brooks coming off a phenomenal game against DePaul. 29 points and 13 rebounds. He was terrific.
Jones got it. Marquette's got the lead.
Got their paint protector and Andre's screen on the floor. Jones, right to the rim for 2 more. 17 for Cam Jones.
Yeah.
But he's done a great job on the glass for 3 straight games. Jones for 3. Screen, pulls it down.
It's going to be important to see if Marquette can force turnovers early against this deliberate Villanova squad.
Cam Jones gets the first look up and can't hit it.
And the pivot foot to get away from the D.
Players change, that doesn't.
That's right. Playing off 2 feet, those fundamentals always in this program.
Great sign for Marquette. Carryover from the other night. Cam Jones % shooter at LaSalle, and it's been close to 50% this year for Villanova. There's Jones on the scoop.
Man.
That's gorgeous.
You can't stop that. I mean, Longino did down. Perkins there. Teammates came into his direction.
Step back, Jones. Halfway down. Couldn't get it to stick, though.
No, but
Ross 3. No, second chance. Mitchell runs it down. Unrelenting hustle from Mitchell. That's off. Gold saves it. Dixon. Then Poplar pulls up. Jones got it clean. Marquette looks to run. Jones stops. Fires. Can't connect.
That place was ready to come down.
Bench.
Brickus got away with a grab there.
Jones, shoulder fake. No, Dixon comes in.
Boy, man, when that ball goes on.
Now in foul trouble. The Marquette lead down to 5. Ahead of the under 4 timeout.
Oh, look at that.
And the scoop for Jones.
Oh, man. One of the craftiest scores that Dixon's been able to ride David Joplin up the lane. Joplin is fronting the post, so you got to ride him up the lane to get. Oh, look at that.
My goodness. Tremendous speed, tight roping the sideline.
Tight roping. Good job by Brickus stepping up. Tell you what, this Villanova team, man, they're giving themselves a chance.
Jones muscles, snatches the miss. Jones back up with it. That doesn't go. Oh, man, 2 right on the doorstep for Cam Jones.
Yeah, you don't see this. It's so tenacious. And you don't catch a break. But it's always in your face. Ooh.
Jones hops in, gets the bounce.
Man, that jump stop play is one of the ingredients for a national championship contender.
That's what they're trying to do right here with under 3 minutes to go up 13. And Jones, Mitchell recovers the miss.
These power conferences that just have your number. And Marquette definitely has Villanova.
Home run ball for Jones, who lays it up.
This Seton Hall team has gone from being just a stellar defensive team on nights to no defense and a great offensive team. They need to find that balance in both.
Cam Jones is
body to body.
In Big East play, Isaiah Coleman, 2nd in the league with 19.7 points per game. Jones, short. And Toomey and Felton pitch up zone. Mitchell from Ross is short, but look at Ben Gold with a deflection to cause an extra opportunity.
Had like 4 of those against Xavier. Can't keep it alive. You can't get it yourself.
Oh,
wow.
Shooter's touch. Joplin. Zone look here. Jones. Cam Jones has found it.
Yeah, when he hops into that.
To this league, it's the get right potential night.
Well, you know, any game on the road, any win on the road is a good win no matter who you're playing.
Coleman on the run.
So defense, deflections, that's contagious as well for Marquette.
Cam Jones now going to the bucket. He's short as the league they work to stop. Say not as out. It was so fascinating to hear him earlier today, Donnie, because he said, we can't be who we are today in March as Jones is off. This time Cam Jones got it back.
Could be lying. Not calling you a liar, but you could be fibbing right now. I want to see those guns next time we go to shooter out.
Cam Jones with the turnaround.
Tank top. Hard. It's a hard defensive set because you're not used to guarding people out there.
And then Cam Jones catches in on the 3.
I have success more times than not.
Jones with 14, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Here he is again. Cam Jones moves into third place all-time in Marquette history.
Problem is when you're 6'6", 6'7", you want to shoot threes, and your strength is probably getting to the rim.
Jones stop and go, little Euro. Call it a Jones dance factory.
Swain sees that coming, and it's just a duck in. Jerome Hunter doing a great job of finding a body.
Cam Jones can't get on track. Pretty good defense there by Fremantle. Trying to attack Fremantle. Gets by him. There's the first bucket for the senior Cam Jones.
Nice job. Good read there by...
Taped on his left hand, and he is grabbing at that right now. Jones drives and scores.
He is so good at getting downhill to his left hand. And if he
might have called basket interference, not the case. Jones up top, gets it back. He'll let it fly. Gold, another swat out. Top 10 of the conference, both in scoring and rebounding. That is how key he is. When he was out with the injury, missed big time. Jones can't get it from deep.
Cam Jones has
18,000, and folks, it was amped in here before the ball game during the lineups. Final seconds. Jones, NBA range. No. Gold. He can't get it.
And now you're on the road, and you put yourself in a position to get on the board with a quad one win. Now, can they close it out? That's going to be the question.
Cam Jones forced the issue, and then it's knocked out by Gold. So another. Jones gets it in to Gold, gets it back. Jones, corner three. He cannot get on track.
Xavier fortunate there. Even though Cam
pivots, up, no. Tapped out. Here comes Jones. 4-on-2. He'll stop. He'll pop. And into the corner and out of bounds.
Cam Jones.
Joplin starting to come to life here. Some of the seniors. Joplin, though, tripped. Gets it to Jones. Oh, my! But Marquette gets it either way. 18,000, and they are mostly standing. And now it's a one-possession game. It's Jones at the rim. Marquette has never led. Xavier's had the lead the entire ball game. Jones, this would tie it. Does not get the bounce. Tap back won't go. Jones will push. They need something quickly. Cam Jones drives, finger rolls it home. Timeout, Shaka Smart.
But Chris Holtman told us he's going to bring the zone out tonight. I think it's important against Marquette.
Trying to handle these Marquette guards, and Cam Jones right out of the gate, averaging close to 20 per game, gets on the board.
Yeah, no help at all coming for Marquette.
Blinding crossover for Jones, penetrates inside. Feels like a pickup theme, like early on at noon ball at the Y. Yeah. Lost 8 of 10. Jones, Gold, the two-man game. It's Jones who fires, and D'Amico boxes out.
And Jay Benson was very fortunate.
What does Marquette need to do on this end to stabilize things?
Well, they got to look to penetrate between, make two guys guard, like Cam Jones, what he did there. He got to look for seams. You can't just settle for jumpers against the zone.
DePaul and Wright, transfer from Drake. Two-time Missouri Valley Conference tournament champion there. Jones out of the stop action. A lefty can't deliver.
And I think the zone.
Marquette came out with a knockout blow in the first couple of minutes. DePaul has certainly recovered. Jones, no, gets it back. Third chance for Marquette.
Job lets him get by.
1 point game, 6 minutes left in the first half. Jones, a little push shot from the block.
You know, last year he made they're the kind of team that they come out in the second half and they come out ready to start flying.
And you saw that against Georgetown last time out.
Saw that against Georgetown. They go to Cam Jones right away in an isolation, and he's able to score.
With a second in the Missouri Valley Conference in blocks. A season ago. Transfer from Missouri State. Jones wide right. Marquette trailing by 3. Jones to try it, and that one was way off.
Yeah, his three-point.
They lost 38 straight Big East regular season games, going back to January of 2023. Gorgeous spin, Cam Jones.
Great move, finished with the right hand. You know what happened tonight.
Low pass deflected. It's a ball with a steal, but right back comes Jones. Sneaks it in with the left hand on the right side, right past the big.
I mean, you cannot.
The junior from Indiana. Jones, the response. Rivera secures.
Last time they didn't find Joplin in transition. Now they're man-to-man, and this guy goes to work.
Too strong. Cam Jones, and one. A top 10 opponent.
Marquette has to try to penetrate this zone a little bit. He's just outside playing catch. Not a great shot.
For DePaul. Jones, player of the year candidate. In and out. You said, Coach, if Marquette gets the lead, that could be just such a key pivotal moment in the game. They now have it by one. Jones misses inside, frustrated. Distance. Jones to give Marquette the lead, won't go. And now DePaul.
Something.
Ball in the hands of the best player, Jones. Joplin, no space. Jones takes and makes. It's down to one with 44.8. With a timeout left, 3.1, full length Marquette, tied at 67. Cam Jones, player of the year candidate. Almost gets it. Bring up. Joplin thought about it, looked up at the shot clock. It says 6. Jones wants it. A hefty three. And Enright secures the rebound.
Both of these teams are excellent baseline entry, offense and defense. Jones. Oh, that purposeful pause.
Well, that time Sorber was on him. That's a tough match. 26 points in their last game against, not their last game, but against Creighton. He had 26 points. He was terrific.
Spin move, Jones. Off the back of the iron, good boxing board.
I'm sorry, against Xavier. He didn't play against not a good zone offense team, even though they shoot the ball well, but they haven't shot it well in the Big East, 29%.
Jones contested three, snaps twine.
There you go. As soon as I said they're shooting 29%.
Tip dunk and shoot around today. The timing was spectacular. Cam Jones on the spin. Twisting, contested shot, rolls away.
Fields in the nation. We got two guys in this game like that, him and Stevie Mitchell.
And 4 of the top 5 of the Big East. Oh, what a rejection there. Jones tried to get creative.
7 or bigger.
Middle for Ross. Mitchell snap to Jones, in rhythm, catch, release, swish. And inside. Marquette has not had offensive rhythm all night. Jones. Little short, Peavy wins it.
That was a big-time rebound by Peavy. Can score a point.
Yep.
And how about the production of Georgetown off the bench? They got 13 points off the bench. They only averaged 12 a game off the bench.
Jones trying to bust that zone, but it's one and done to the board of Caleb Williams. Here comes Mitchell and Marquette. From down 14. Joplin flies to the lane, loose ball to Mack. Staggered pressure led by Burks.
And they're sticking with this man-to-man. They switch there. Cam Jones goes by Sorber.
And one. Quiet again. Big screen by Mitchell. Jones keeping balance in the bounce. Projected away. Peavy out of bounds, 9 to shoot.
Peavy's a really good defender. But they started to solve it. They started making threes, and he didn't want to watch them make more threes.
Worst giveaway night for Marquette of the year. Jones rattles loose. Mitchell took it away. Joplin to Jones. Ball sticking a bit. Jones on the drive.
Sorber again. Another block.
He is.
That's possession.
More flat. They run the play. At 10. Top of the key. 3. Ugly miss.
Not close. You got to push this ball up.
Cam Jones, the facilitator now for Marquette's offense. He's got a mismatch. Jones leans in, left hand, no good.
There's not a better player in college basketball that plays off two.
Has been better in those three categories.
I agree. And Jeff, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Zach Edey's success at the NBA level may very well help Kalkbrenner get an extra look.
Second opportunity for Marquette on this possession. Royce Parham on the floor for the first time. Jones spinning with that true left hand and misses. Jones still has yet to hit a shot. He's 0 for his first 3. Jones kicks it back out. Nice catch by Norman to keep it alive. There's Cam Jones for 3 and had a decent look.
Possession. Oh, I thought he was going to try to take Kalkbrenner.
Jones spin move left hand and not to be. Rebound tap, no good. Great look from Cam Jones.
Yeah, he almost got it to fall.
The two stars that we highlighted at the beginning of the game have combined for 3 points, 3 free throws. And Cam Jones is now 0 for his first 7. Still without a point. Cam Jones kicks. Ross drives. Another kick. Jones wide open 3. Finally, Cam Jones in the score column.
Superior ball.
Now finally does right around the half-court line.
Watch Ross on the cut here.
Cam Jones up and under, old school.
Ooh. Take what Marquette can do to you. Feeling like you've had success for the first 15 to 16 minutes and they can turn it up.
Cam Jones just got around the seal of Joplin, and Jones asserting himself early. Mitchell short on the first one, long on that one. Joplin to Jones for 3. Got it. Cam Jones starting to get hot. He's in double figures.
Boy, I tell you what.
Little spinning. Runs into Kalkbrenner. Now Jones with 5 to shoot. Jones step back 3 from the corner. And it's off the side of the backboard. Mitchell kept it alive as the horn sat. Gets that Marquette lead to 10. Jones ran into Kalkbrenner. He altered the shot. And Stevie Mitchell. 4-point ball game coming up on the halfway point in this second half. Jones tried to skip past it. It bounced in. That kind of night for Jones.
Nice recognition.
Cam Jones trying to find space. Left hand. Got it. No help needed from Creighton this time.
Memphis, Tennessee.
With his 9th point of the ball game. Just his 4th field goal. Jones underneath. Nice verticality, I should say, by Neal. Kept himself.
5. You don't have it. Give it up.
Cam Jones, left hand. No good this time.
That was the prettiest miss.
A lot of block shots in the second half for Marquette. Skip it to Jones for 3. Good box out by McAndrews. Been quiet in the second half.
Pile of play just puts so much pressure on the opposing team. They get in the paint almost every possession. Like this.
Jones high off the window for 2.
That's beautiful.
5-point game, 5.5 minutes to go. Jones, beauty.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't get the roll. Everything but the bottom.
Pulled the chair out from underneath him at the last second.
Jones with the speed advantage over Trout. Created space and hits the runner.
He does that so well.
Hits 6 of those on the offensive end.
Hey, if you're Doug McDermott, your guys have given you a shot here down the stretch. I don't know if you can ask for much more.
Mitchell tried to follow. Kalkbrenner pulls down rebound number 10. Another dunk.
Fresh off the bench.
It's a big message from Kim English as they prepare today.
Jones the answer.
Besides trying to make that.
Takeaway, Cam Jones. Marquette starting to feel it. Jones all the way home. And the Golden Eagles coming up golden. He won 2 over the last 7 minutes. Jones finding his shot. Cam Jones, so impressive.
He just...
Barnett.
So the hands everywhere. We may be breaking records soon for steals and turnovers.
Cam
Jones is unbelievable.
Try to string together a couple stops in a row and build off that momentum if you're the Friars. Look at this.
Jones can shoot from anywhere. Heat check. Battle on the floor.
He goes back in. I'd be surprised if Shaka sat in the entire rest of the half.
Jones off balance. Cam Jones having his way.
So far in their first 2 conference wins.
Jones lobs it up. Rims it out. Floyd the rebound. Here's that person you look at short. And Ross the rebound. Jones on limited range. Joseph a long rebound. Surprise last year, taking that next step. Gritty player from Chicago, unheralded. Jones make it 14.
That's just too easy. No resistance.
Joplin on the step back. Long offensive rebound for Jones. For 3. Another long offensive rebound. And looking seamless tonight. How about this ball movement? Cam Jones, no. Knocked out by Ben Gold and right back to the Friars. Cam Jones to the basket. He is unreal. He's developed in a big-time way, according to Shaka Smart. Dropped 20 pounds in the offseason. Jones, oh my goodness. Cam Jones getting to his spot. And 2 more points for Cam Jones, his 8th 20-point game of the season. Jones wants it. And a running rebound, Cardell. David Joplin fading. Hamilton with 5. Cam Jones can shoot from anywhere, but can't beat the shot clock buzzer.
Very demanding head coach, Shaka Smart, he is.
With 3 to shoot.
He's got the big on him.
Jones, no. Nice defense there. Back to the front.
Everything contested.
Jones open for 3. Offensive rebound, Farhan.
They rebound the basketball. All 5 on the floor. Marquette coming off a game against Butler with 20 offensive rebounds, and you got to keep this guy out of the paint. Cam Jones leads the conference in points in the paint.
He is the guy with a couple of really big wins on their resume, looking to add to it here today. Cam Jones, little running hook off the mark.
Boy, good defense there by Dalen Swain. Didn't let him get turned down on the ball screen. They certainly do. But that doesn't mean teams can lose their minds. Still have to be locked into taking care of the basketball. Good defense.
Really good defense. That's Jerome Hunter, who's been doing it on both ends so far.
I got to know where Conwell is on the 3-point line. 10 of his 12 games this year. He's made 3 threes or more.
There's a blow by. Jones trying to reverse it.
He could have just laid it up with the right.
I thought the same thing, Robbie.
For 20.
Right now, he's holding this man to just 1 point, his jersey number. See if Jones can get going here. Right on cue.
And I thought Thad Matta's quote about Cam Jones.
Keeps the dribble. A great block at the rim, though. That leads to a 2-on-1. And now Jones with 4 straight points. And this is now an 18-6 Marquette run.
A team that loves to play fast as well.
Cam Jones with that patented spin move. Everything but the finish.
He's been good on the year at the rim. He's shooting 70% from the chest and just go straight up with it.
Gold with a kick up top. Jones will take that all day. Whoa, somebody opened the barn door. You don't see him miss like that too often. Cam Jones, the go-to offensive leader of this team. He's going to put it up here. Just got it off. It doesn't go. But a very defensive-focused. Just 2. Neither team in foul trouble. That's the good news right now. Jones gets inside and finishes.
He is so good. He loves to spin to his left, but he can give you that half spin as well. Well, Xavier's got to be due for a run of good health. They have been so snake bit.
Between Hunter and Fremantle these last 2 years, you mentioned Traore. And it has been the game. Xavier gets it back to 6.
They got the matchup here with Hughley. We'll see what Cam Jones can do with it. Pretty good contest, but Stevie Mitchell, man, winning plays.
And frustrated right now is Ryan Conwell.
Looks like he's kind of grabbing his wrist, too.
Jones, little pirouette.
That is pretty right there. Under control.
Jones gets it back here. He will let it fly. In and out. Swain will take it the other direction. Dick. Jones stops, spins. I mean, he's as good at that as anybody in the country.
Question. It's the pace of it. It's just
conferences that have the 15, 16, 18 teams, but 11 teams, a balanced conference schedule. Oh, Jones. How about that?
Well, a good ball fake, but for Xavier, somebody's got to stop the basketball. You've got to make that talent fit together, but you lose a player like Fremantle, and it's going to be really hard. Traore as well.
Set play for Jones. He missed it, though, but how about Norman coming through to grab it?
That's one.
Here's the offensive leader for Marquette, Cam Jones, but it rolls off on it.
Oh, got a good look. Physical drive.
First lead since it was 17-16, but Cam Jones snatches the lead back.
He just wheels.
Now Jones in no rush. Gets to that left hand and makes it a 5-point game.
Well, Marquette faced some real...
Cam Jones driving, left hand, no. Also a fun matchup with the length of Patrick McCaffrey against
them, but they've got to make them. Got to drive it here.
Jones puts on the brakes, left hand with the right amount of English.
Yeah, anytime the top.
Couple of threes for Pierre Brooks. Jones tries to answer. And Joplin with the second opportunity.
On the bum leg, and any production that he can give tonight on the offensive end is a boon for the Bulldogs.
Jones on the other side, not this time. Jones won for his first 4. Stevie Mitchell ran into McCaffrey. Now Jones drives. So skilled around the basket.
Yeah, right now they're just seeking out. Wing defenders do a terrific job of keeping the basketball contained. And that's important to not allow your defense to get into rotations.
Jones blocked by screen. Butler's got numbers if they go.
Got to put the basketball on the floor and attack the rack.
Good action here. Set it up for Jones. Short on the 3. Had a good look.
They are 1 for 6 now from 3. Marquette's got to use Gold as a screener, and they'll get the mismatch that they want.
Cam Jones able to create the space against Landon Moore.
Well, we talked about really beat himself up. Now he just gets to the next play, and that's the maturity that you want to see from him.
Jones left alone, missed the 3. Long rebound out to Mitchell.
Got to drive it.
Jones over the top of McCaffrey, got the roll.
Basketball's a funny sport. It's like
Telford did a nice job fronting as Cam Jones had it knocked away, 10 to shoot. Jones missed the layup.
Telford's length made that.
Jones missed again. Tapped out. Bizjack's got it.
Got numbers.
Distance, but another offensive rebound. 13 of them now for Marquette. Cam Jones inside. Missed.
He doesn't miss very many of those. See? Defender, the sideline as a defender, and the 2 defenders for Marquette as well.
Throw yourself in that mix. I mean, we almost made that play.
That's true.
Cam Jones with the English. Now he's in double figures.
Yeah, back to what they did early.
But Butler needed that. Bring it within 4.
He's got a burst.
Transfer from Tulane.
Jeff, I don't like it. I don't like it. Though he was quiet in the first half, and they need some scoring production from 22 and blue.
Yeah, first points of the game for McCaffrey. Jones turnaround. Nope. Ross tried to keep it alive. It's out of bounds. It will stay with Marshall. Again, one of the best teams shooting a 3 in the country.
Yeah, Patrick McCaffrey shoots 47% from 3. He usually makes those.
Jones inside, had the size over Bizjack.
What the poise. Love watching Stevie Mitchell play.
He's so smart picking his spots, too, when he wants to be assertive offensively. Is Cam Jones always aggressive?
Yeah, Cam Jones knows he has a mismatch.
Cam Jones crosses it over. Left hand, good contest by King. Jones got it back, another second chance opportunity.
Yeah, Kobe went off the bounce.
Everything on the perimeter right now, 6 to shoot. Jones for 3. Has yet to hit a 3-ball tonight.
Yeah, now
4 for 6.
Yeah, 5
pages of January.
Usually Cam Jones will come and get this one. He's got a mismatch here. Open the floor and let him drive.
There goes Jones for 3 and finally able to get it to go.
Security tonight for Marquette.
Butler is shooting better than Marquette is tonight, but it's those second chance opportunities that have been the killers. As Jones is up at over 20 points again.
Yeah, back to what they did early in the first half is back there, but that ball was well short of the rim.
Cam Jones now with a reverse layup. 23, a game high for Cam Jones.
In 2011, that started here in Dayton.
Yeah, I mean, they were pressing full court. They were havoc, is what they called it. This pressure is different. They're the ball, but they just can't get in that lane at all. But yes, you're right. Something's got to give. Marquette forces 17 turnovers a game. But this kid, in terms of using that glass, he's the best in the country. Fashion basketball program. This is the way we did it when we were coming up. You recruit. They get better as they get older. You get new freshmen coming in. They learn. There he goes again, this time with the right hand.
Showing you the rip. I didn't know Rip was taken by the kids.
And the other thing the kids used to talk about, he took his candy there.
I knew cookies. Cookies is what I know.
My guys used to say candy.
Then it comes down with the loose ball. Way. Ross, that Cam Jones has it with 2 fouls in that first half. Steps into an open 3. The lefty cashes out.
I mean, I understand they switched and said keep.
A switch that Jones likes. Has the big in Latang. 20-point per game score. Won't go. It was touched by Santos.
In the half court.
Again, they switch. Latang defending Jones. Spins, pushes. Latang holds up again.
And you would think, I mean.
Jones, impossible angle. Clock down to 5. Jones gnashes underneath the basket and flicks it in.
You know, he's missed like 3 of those in the second half. He figured we'll see if it shows here.
Jones steps into a straightaway 3. That's a tough look. Does a senior from Memphis have that takeover instinct?
He usually does.
That's contested, and that's a bullseye. Are you serious? Number 6 on the ropes. Key gets the block shots.
That split cuts have been very successful over the last 3 years for the Badgers, and there's an example of one of them.
Cam Jones with the left hand. He is so crafty around the cup.
No, he is.
In the week, it's like golf, right? You just got to keep swinging the club. Cam Jones with the right hand. Laboring high 41. There's Chase Ross for 3. Gold taps it back out, another possession. Jones high off the glass for 2 more.
Yeah, I think he's feeling okay.
Cam Jones was 6 of the 10 for Marquette. Jones splitting the defense. Just a bit too strong. Neither of these teams turn the ball over very much. Both under 10 a game. Wisconsin, number 13 in the country, 9.3. Jones for 3, and it goes.
Nice step back. Yeah, it's interesting.
You saw the energy coming from Shaka Smart. He's just trying to give all the energy he can. Jones left hand. Oh, didn't get it.
Set when maybe offensively you're not as in tune as normal.
Jones floater.
From really controlling the basketball, so he did have a point right there. I think the officials were blocked out and really couldn't see it.
Jones with 2 minutes to go in the first half ties it back up. Double figures. Jones, deep three. In and out.
Macro as well.
Ross to inbound to Cam Jones. Jones for three. Off the front of the rim, and Wisconsin almost got a 5-second count on Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Jones left hand lays it up and in. Tried to draw the contact, couldn't do it. Jones again, right hand this time. Largest lead of the game for Marquette. Crowell did not take a shot in the first half. That was his third of the second half. Cam Jones, right hand runner, no. Kamari McGee on Cam Jones. Fall away three from the corner. Good! And one more.
Coach Gard understanding he needs that offensive punch.
Cam Jones doing everything himself. Couldn't make the shot. Norman again puts it on the deck, goes right at Tonje. Here's Jones for three. Long rebound out to Chase Ross and a fresh 20. Cam Jones with the left hand. That's a thing of beauty.
And John Blackboard, not much you can do about that. 2
minutes this afternoon, he's got 22 points.
You think about it, just really a 4-possession game with the 3-ball in effect for Wisconsin if they can get stops. But the good teams figure out ways to.
But then Gold went up at the rim and stopped Tonje. Cam Jones follows.
He's going to be open. He's got to get it there.
Joplin kicks it back out to Jones for three. A 30-point game for Cam. His career high is 34. Jones three. And a good box out by Crowell.
Both teams, if they win, it'll be TJ Otzelberger's 11th win against the top 10 team. And if Marquette pulls off the win, it's their first top 10 road win in 7 years.
Ball screen. When he's in a ball screen, typically good things happen for Marquette.
Here's Jones. Right on cue, but he's short on that floater. And Gold track.
State team and last year's. Their front court production, when you talk about the offensive side of things, is so much greater.
Jones off the mark. There's Jones working on Lipsy. Cam Jones frustrated. In all 5 starters on the floor for Shaka Smart. The lefty Ross can't make a 2 for 2. Cam Jones all alone, and he can't knock it down. The big man with 8, the lead back up to double digits. Jones fends off Jackson for the tough 2.
Talk about Gilbert's fence. Rich, when you look at Keyshawn Gilbert, the form and the rotation looks good. It's all about him being confident enough to come off the ball screen like we just saw and to knock it down.
Here's another fast break opportunity. Perfect from the field. Here's Jones, held to just 4 points in the first half. Nice spin move, and it rolls off the rim. Iowa State's won that fight.
I think we're going to learn a lot about this Marquette team this half.
Here's Jones. Again, close range and off the window, but no good. And Demarius Owens, Jefferson working on a double-double. 12 points, 8 boards. And here comes Cam Jones, a 3-on-1. He chooses the 3 and can't get it to go. And Joplin gets blocked. And now 3 subs waiting to check in for TJ Otzelberger.
Cam Jones has a mismatch. He has to take advantage of it.
He does, but can't get it to go, and a foul is called under the basket.
Iowa State being very efficient on their underneath out-of-bounds plays. We've seen them convert 2 times recently.
Jones again comes up empty. Brandon Chatfield in
down. They want to make you think. They want to take time off the clock.
5 on the shot clock. And finally, Cam Jones finds the bottom of the best natural scorers in the nation. And you can see he's hunting his shot now, and he's back-to-back buckets.
He just plays at such a great pace. He takes his time.
Chance to give Marquette the lead. Off the window, and we have a tie ball game.
Oh my goodness.
Lost the handle. Now he's working on Heisey. 3 to shoot. Jones, a logo 3. Too strong, but it's chased down by Parham. Everybody on the floor now for Shaka Smart, a capable 3-point shooter. That one's swallowed up by Jackson. Here's Parham for 3. Short. Marquette's missed their last 7 field goal attempts. And now make it 8. But Jones is there. Can't clean it up. And
you have to get the ball to Cam Jones. With Heisey on him, you have to get the ball to Cam Jones.
Jones left alone. Lefty jumper. And they're 0 for their last 10 from the field. Bench.
And that's just great offense right there. Keyshawn Gilbert on the pick and roll. Got it to the open man. Jefferson threw it on a dime.
The house down inside Hilton. Blocked out of bounds by Heisey, and the crowd loves that.
And Rich
of Chase Ross. Cam Jones now works it over to Joplin, an early opportunity for Jones. He doesn't miss many.
Not too many. I mean, that's perfect.
We're talking about because it's such a big part of this program. It's such a big emphasis.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big emphasis when I was here. You know, contesting catches, contesting passes, you know, just activity. Don't make anything easy. I don't want you to set, you know, Shaka says that they want to be ruthless. And, you know, that just comes with your preparation, your attack, your mentality.
And Jones heating it up.
He gets going, playing in a high major situation, making a shot. Who knows how many friends and family he's got.
Jones again, this one a little short. Highland to Joplin, back to Jones. And look at that.
He's going to get to that left. He's crafty. He can.
He'll take a 3 here and there. Spin move in the paint by Jones. The body control.
What hand did he use?
Left hand glass.
And I will say, in this early season, Western Carolina is definitely getting more straight line drives on this Marquette defense than I've seen.
And this is what Tim Kraft wanted to see, is take the best punch from Marquette and then come back at him. But Cam Jones back on the floor, and that makes a difference.
Again, just the way he can manipulate.
Corner Emery driving, trying for the reverse lay-in, rejected, and here comes Ben Gold running the floor. The big guy leaves it for Jones. Reverse lay-in does go for Cam. He is putting on a show here in the first half.
I have timeouts. I'm not going to take them with me. Let me get my guys. Let me get the set that I want.
Jones in the paint, left hand, didn't get the roll, and Stevie Mitchell's putback no good.
Make these shots, that's easy to do. Get into the gym, get into the lab, work on your game. But what you can take away is, hey, against this great defensive team on the road, with this experience, we still got these looks. We're tops in the country.
What a start defensively for Marquette here in the second half. Jones in the paint, and you just can't stop him in those types of situations.
And that's the spacing. Talked about the three-point ball. They've already made 2. They made 3 the whole first half.
Jones getting deep again, and he'll finish with that left hand. That puts him at 20.
For his team, he talked about rebounding the ball.
And Jones turns the corner, and that's the shot that Chris Cross and Stonehill want to take away from it.
A terrific play. It's the pass that leads to it, or the screen.
lot of unheralded aspects of this Marquette offense as well. That bucket won't go to another finish. 12th assist, by the way.
12th assist.
Yeah.
What a delivery.
The 12th made field goal. Nice job to get to the rim for Cam Jones. Opposite side, Chris Krause said that injury. Cam Jones is 20 points per game. A key part of it as well. Right on cue. He steps back and drains a three. That's
the next man's back.
And that's been another tough bucket. He does not stop moving. Touch there. It's Kofi again getting the bucket. Doesn't look like a freshman out there on this stage. And one opposite way. Cam Jones out of the
foul line, go 0 for 2.
That is beautiful stuff from Cam Jones.
White does love how connected his group is so far this season. Jones from the outside, faking a three, dribbling in for a two. That is what Cam Jones can do.
That corner three, he's going to keep shooting those. Even though Georgia hasn't been hitting, they're not going to give up on their game plan.
Jones, floater, no. Newell rebound. His program is growing to where he wants it to be. But here in about a 26-hour span, feels like they can really get a barometer on where they're at early on in the year.
Yeah, a game like this, Georgia...
A little more go inside. Doesn't it feel that way?
It feels like the officials are letting some things go on the rebound battle, but not as much on the drives and the contact that's made on those drives. And that's why when you're on offense, just has that killer instinct, that competitive spirit that you will not take him out of a basketball game.
Just got 2 or 3 at the line. So it's back down.
Give a vote to Marquette with Cam Jones on the roster.
Offensive foul going right back to Marquette. And that coaching staff has got to love what they are seeing.
Newell, when he gets inside, he's hard to stop. He's got good footwork. He goes off a strong foul during the regular season. And they get to see what they're really made of, matched up against some of the best teams in the country in these tournaments.
Newell inside.
Yeah, that's why I think Cole's got to go to the box. Those mismatches.
Jones for 3. That's no good. Rebound for Bird.
They're going to permit certain guys to take the threes. Jones, one of those guys you got to contain. This is a tough match for Red. Look at that spinning glass shot.
When he gets in the paint, it's basically over.
He
points the paint for Purdue, created by Harris, who is the son of Glenn Robinson, the former Buck, as that gets down low, and 2 for Cam Jones and Marquette.
Nice job.
Without the ball, that when they're cooking, then Purdue.
No question about it, but it's all set up by...
Oh my goodness, how does Cam Jones do it? I mean,
he is extraordinary.
3 blocks from Marquette as well. Now
He's
Jones
so
just
good
put
around
the spin
rim.
cycle on.
Again, open middle. Nobody able to contain.
Joplin hops into the dribble, driving
Nice
Kaufman-Renn.
Ross was wide open on that cut.
Step back, Jones. Oh, man. Just missed.
Got to run out.
Yeah.
I think a road game like this, energized building, it's so quick in that first half.
Just graceful from Cam Jones right down the lane like syrup. Really rare thing for this very storied program.
Now, this is the guy you got to keep the ball out of his hand, to be honest with you, if it's possible. Came up empty that time. Did another touch.
Lowry for Ross on the drive against Heidi. 5 to shoot now. It's Jones. Didn't hit the rim, neither did Gold, but they're going to get a bailout foul.
Him to play a little quicker.
Kaufman-Renn, by the way, 13 of those 16 in the second half. Jones digging in hard. He's got 2. And now he is 1. Cam Jones against Braden Smith. What a matchup early this college basketball season, and he scores.
He knew the size, too. The disparity took advantage.
Jones starts his move.
Just total control. A master of his domain at this point.
And he put it in off the front of the iron.
Little runner is short.
Now look at that balance, though. Terrific defensively. This is where Cam is tough coming back to that shoulder. Goodness.
Preseason first-team All-Deal for Maryland last year, but Kevin Willard feels like with Gillespie and Rodney Rice off the bench, they can fill it up better.
How about that hesitation?
There's Cam Jones again.
A little counter move.
Different level, but one that he says he is ready for, and he's shown that so far. Corner pocket three, and that drops down. Cam Jones can do it all.
And Ross as well.
Jones.
Great glass shots, even though that didn't go in. He's amazing.
And there's the guy you just mentioned, Raph. Redshirt Fred. Good back and forth action. Ball even at 13 with 13 remaining.
Pretty high-level game so far, isn't it?
It is what we expected. Tapped out. And Lowry bumped 6'10", but Kevin Willard telling us he can move like a guard. He's pretty nimble.
Nice cut pass.
And Jones too much, but the tap back goes down. I think that might have been friendly fire from
pump and go.
Well, he hit one a moment ago, and he misses that one in and out.
Nice
but how about
play.
Hamilton?
Slap out.
On the reload, though, off the mark by Jones, and it belongs to Merritt. Up. Here's Parham, the young freshman we talked about.
I liked him at practice today. Can put it on the deck with confidence.
Speaking of putting it on the deck with confidence.
But he has had so many that he normally can.
Before, but feels like he's got this team where he wants it.
Queen with good footwork to keep the guard away. Even here, look.
How about Jones taking it right at Queen?
Not afraid. No, the big fella did a nice shot.
Inside of a minute here in the first half. There's Jones again. Hamilton stepped out of bounds. 15 and 3 so far tonight.
Nice cut.
And Jones finishes with a right.
How about the patience of the big guy? Number 3-5 with the flop.
It's in the air. Rice tried to tap it back. Here comes Jones. Gillespie on his hip. Is it goaltending? They say no.
Oh, I thought it was.
I thought maybe he could have finished it. Now he'll go to work with 5 to shoot. Inside, crafty.
Is he? Great word to use, too. Just Virginia Tech.
They played only 8 games there the last 2 years, did Rice.
Nice give back.
And a nice finish for Cam Jones.
And Bo with a nice look. Switching it.
Driving inside. Rejected.
Queen.
Ross got it back. Shot clock at 5. Deep 3. Oh, my. Cam Jones with ice water in his veins.
Better if he doesn't have it.
This time he tries to drive. Kicks it out. Ross with 6 on the timer. Jones, yes, another one.
How could you leave him? Goodness, ball watch.
Both teams begging for that media timeout.
Look at the open middle, though. This is where he excels.
How about that?
Magic.
Cam the man.
Oh, good bounce.
Cam Jones again. Attacking again.
He didn't have to go to that side. Should have gone to this nice kick out.
But alive, and Mitchell does.
Ooh, what a save. He's got what he wants now.
He's going to step back and fire.
Nice check out.
And now
look past there consistently. And Chase Ross might have 15 steals before the day.
He might take your record, brother. he gets an assist there. Cam Jones for 3.
This special. Let's see if they just stay in front and play with their hands high.
Henny coughs it up. Mitchell for Jones. Left hand. Finger roll.
He's so strong. And the big thing, you look at the guy's shoulders. Again, in that possession, they're back to man off the baseline out of bounds, but showing a 2-3 zone. Just keep the simple thing simple like this one. That's a great play.
Great finish, too. Cam Jones getting it going.
Right, that's a great.
And Cam Jones with another steal.
Okay.
Jones and Mitchell. Jones hits the basket and the foul.
So strong, physical.
Defensive team on the floor tonight.
They all play for Marquette.
13 steals for the Golden Eagles. That's Cam Jones's first miss from the floor.
Country, you have to take advantage of those opportunities. Early in the game, when it started out 15-15, they were doing that.
Jones off the front of the iron, and it's CMU ball.
Generating momentum, that's one way to do it.
You're talking about making them pay. I mean, Marquette a little bit lapsed right there, not all the way back on defense. Jones misses the three.
And as a result, they found some more opportunities. It's just when it rains and when you play Marquette, when it rains, it pours.
High degree of difficulty on that shot by Cam Jones.
And they are so close over the last 3 or 4 possessions to cracking the lid and getting inside single digits. It just hasn't been the case for both teams.
All right, so Stevie Mitchell will bring it up. Phillips is on Cam Jones. Here's Jones for 3.
Well, all right.
Check back in. Jones turns the corner. With that left, so crafty.
Wow.
Off the glass, no, but he's able to bat it out. Ross. Here's Cam Jones, open for 3. You can't do that.
You got to read the scouting report. That is
Jones for Golds. That 3 is in and out. Rebound, tip back. Jones for 3. A rare miss by him.
weird. I thought Cam Jones needed a...
Here's the matchup we wanted. Jones again left open, and where is the scouting report? You know what he's doing. And combined, he has 46 points so far in the season. Jones spins back. Second miss. Jeremiah Quigley has checked. A 5-point lead right now for George Mason. Hamilton is in, trying to work a 2-man game with Jones for 3. That one's off the line. The follow dunk, no good by Ross. Into the corner. Ross to the paint. Shot clock at 5. Jones, a deep 3. It's short, loose ball. Hamilton's got it.
Out and matched up. You don't find O'Connor, and he stops the bleeding.
Back door. Cam Jones, a rare shot with inside.
God, I always think it's going to get blocked. He doesn't.
I'm with you. Jones goes baseline, off the glass.
It's almost like the defender thought he was getting ready to go to the reverse.
Ross to the corner. Jones with the right hand this time, doesn't go. A good attempt by Woody Newton. Jones with that left hand, got it, and the foul.
A lot on this guy's plate right now.
Phillips has 3 fouls. Jones again with that one hand, that left hand that should extend it. Spins out of control, has it stripped by Ross. Jones for 3. In and out. K.D. Johnson a long rebound. Jones shows that ball again off the glass. 24 now for Cam Jones.
Honorable mention CAA guy, able to knock it through.
Team that won 20 games a year ago. Jones up and under. He's got his first points of the season. How about that?
You know what I like?
Second possession, another offensive rebound. Jones left hand good. Second time for Cam Jones.
I mean, the wingspan, the
Zane Lowry, and the freshman Caden Hamilton, who's got it in his hands. Tricky pass. Cam Jones up and under again for 2 more.
It's unique to see because Marquette will vest throughout the course of January, February, and March, where it's most important.
3 turnovers already for the Seawolves. Jones got the roll.
Plays with such great pace, doesn't he? He dribbles them quickly, and you can't wait for Caden Hamilton to post up even more. If you see it, you have to see it before that ball gets to you, or you're going to end up with settle opportunities like that one for Cam. Look at number 35, Caden Hamilton. This is a guy who redshirted last year. from the state of California.
Cam Jones with the right hand this time.
Hey, you don't need offense when you have Cam Jones sometimes. Last year, shot 47% from 3.
Another offensive rebound and a smart move by Chase Ross to pull it out. Gives it to Jones, and he banked it in.
Banks open in Milwaukee on a money.
Down for Marquette.
But once again, I mean, it's Stevie Mitchell.
Jones left hand, pure touch.
The touch is unbelievable. It just sits on the...
Had a lot from Cam Jones in this first half. 15 first half points. Jones, spinorama.
So strong. That's a grown man against a first-year freshman.
First half up by 15. Jones, 3. An air ball. Ross tapped, and it's going to stay with Jones on the floor. Ross just does get it away. Jones for 3 at the hole.
Long strides, big-time finish. Hand on a loose ball, and here come Marquette again.
Stevie Mitchell again. Cam Jones for 3.
Target practice. Just went over. You're not creating an opportunity for your teammate there. And that's something that Tyler Kolek, he was a terrific screener, and he wasn't ready. He wasn't scared to be physical in a somewhat of a transition situation right now. And I think the pace of play today has been a little bit of a rude awakening for him coming from the junior college ranks.
Cam Jones, so saucy. Little Mitchell running into a couple of Seawolves. Between the legs, gets it to Joplin. Jones, deep 3. Got it. He's got 30. Pulls down a rebound.
He's got that look in his eye. This ball's going up.
There he goes. Jones, left hand. I mean, parting of the Red Sea of Seawolves.
Dallas, Texas. Now Lewis, 14-footer, contested. Loose ball. Jones. They push it ahead to Joplin.
Right. We got a chance to come back and call a lot more games here.
Ejiofor missing the front end of the 1-and-1. 3-point game. Joplin.
A pro career.
Had 3 points against Butler. That snapped a streak of 4 straight games in double figures.
He said he had to get his...
For the Red Storm.
This is zone. Very important that you block out.
Davon Smith short. That one flat.
Yeah, good look.
Baseline. RJ projected by Joplin. No, make that Lowry. Mitchell. Richmond inside. The kick. Lewis. Diagonal pass. Lowry, head of steam. And a... Cam Jones the other way. Marquette got to figure something out. Mitchell with the drop.
As Mitchell takes a seat, it's Jones, Ross, Lowry, Parham, and Joplin. Push out falls a little bit short for Swain. Hunter on the floor for Xavier along with Maddox off the bench. Conwell fending off on Ross. Stopped. Maddox outside. Fremantle's 3. Short.
That stage of the game, you'll see a lot of front rim shots, guys.
In the corner, lining it up off the mark for Scott.
Boy, great help there. I mean, Joplin is stopping the ball and then getting back to contest Aaron Scott's jump.
Leo Topolis, short. Marquette right now trying to add to what is an 11-2 run.
How about they haven't been as sharp? And I remember hearing through the grapevine as a player that treadmill is a real weapon for him in practice.
He makes those guys work.
Absolutely.
Pretty good defense there by Cam Jones. Does that concern?
R.J. Lewis and Kadari Richmond seeking out physicality, and you're not going to find 2 players that are more physical than those 2.
And a foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against St. John's.
That these guys have improved from within.
It's been pretty impressive stuff to see their numbers last year and the way they played, and now you see them this season and their stars.
And last year, Lewis really battled. Last thing St. John's needs right now, some discomfort in that thumb. Missing the front end, Wilcher. Going back to what, those are Robbie Hummel numbers back at Purdue.
Yeah, I wish.
That's right, you floated around the arc.
that's a fact.
3-point game as we hit the 5-minute. Jersey. Ejiofor kicks it up. Here's Scott. Barely grazes the iron.
Good time, by the way.
I watch a lot of TV.
It sounds it.
Ball missed it for 3.
Double machine. Got to be careful with the dribble against this guy. Nice screen and open look.
Caravan missed it.
They pin and curl extraordinarily well.
To the corner, McNeely, no dice. Rebound, Jones. This is punch, counter punch all night long. Jones. Samson Johnson, who dealt with that stress fracture a couple years ago in his foot, misses the free throw. We're tied here with 15 minutes to go in regulation. A lot at stake for seeding.
To knock it down or let it go.
Fielder is long on his first attempt. A battle for the rebound, and it's Jones.
Tempo is so important for both these teams. Cam Jones is so good at.
A lot of one-on-one. Curtis Williams. 4 for 25.
It's been that kind of game, and Marquette has been locked in defensively, and you have to give them credit.
Team, yeah. So he's a superstar.
And he's local too.
Yes.
Milwaukee native, and I thought that was a great. This team, Shaka Smart, is built.
Curtis Williams, he's way off. An air ball saved by Burks, but in the hands of Jones. Stevie Mitchell putting their regular season series, so then it goes into, okay, what'd you do against other teams? So still a lot to be sorted out as Jones heads to the hardwood. It'll be a jump ball, but we hit the final 9.
Zone look here. Now back to man.
Leaving Mitchell with the on-ball defense. Cam Jones the rebound, and Marquette puts up 43. You know, it's a tough deal.
A Reeve to a very tough shot. Nothing in the attack mode. But after a timeout, you like to see the ball on the deck and be.
Homies from Reading, PA. Got like 80 friends and family in attendance tonight. Longino goes up with the left and it rolls off the rim.
I don't think he needed the left, though. You go to your strong hand, you're at the rim, and it'll be there. With the switches, mismatches, they'll be there.
Gino off the mark. Marquette -4 on the glass to start. Shot clock at 6.
Poplar.
Frozen rope 3-point attempt. A rebound for Marquette.
Drew recovers. You have to be so strong with the ball against this team.
Nice pass, but Felton off the mark on the shot. Joplin wide open. And tipped right back out to Jones. He's open. Instead passes to the corner. Lowry a 3.
You can't give him that many opportunities.
Coleman scored 5 early points. He's been quiet since, looking for 2 more here, and it won't go. The rebound to Jones.
Yeah, he saw Ben Gold on him and tried to take the big guy.
Spins out. Arine, the offensive rebound. His putback floats up in the air. Jones saves it to Ross. Jones going into the Seton Hall bench. East. Duall. And that kind of night for the Pirates. Again, sends it out to Duall. Coleman rejected by Parham. Jones behind the back.
Ball movement, a little bit giddy in the paint, trying some things that aren't there, and now DePaul's got him in the closeout game. That's a very good drive. You've got to get Marquette spread out defensively and get them into long closeouts where they.
Downstairs to Benson. Kick back out to Blocker to Thomas. That's a tough shot. It's off.
That's not the one. That it's not a pull-up 3 with 8-9 seconds to go. It's keep getting another load back to the weak side when the ball is covered, and nobody matched up on the weak side with the shooters. So Myers got an open three.
Jones is off, got his own miss, sticks it back. Open floor to this first half. Blocker with plenty of time on the timer. Gunn, and he's short.
Yeah, when CJ gets early on that leg kick, he doesn't get a great landing. Watching him shoot today long before he picks it up.
Alley-oop. Blocker could not bring it in. Here's Trey Norman.
On the shooter.
Next foul sends DePaul to the free throw line. Gunn. Couldn't hit. Got an open look.
You don't need that. You don't need that exaggerated.
As the mismatch.
Cam Jones going to work against Kalkbrenner. Drive it inside. Jones trying to save it. 4 to shoot for Gold. And Gold traveled with it.
Couple games, he's been missing a lot left and right, and not so much short and long. He's searching for that stroke.
Neal's three, rebounded by Jones, and he'll start it up the floor.
Active in the first half.
Push into the corner for Trout. He'll try the three. Rebound into the hands of Jones. Marquette looking for the tie or maybe for the lead. Ashworth trying to get it started. Only 3 in the second half for Ashworth. Here's Trout again. Different corner, same result. Jones with the rebound.
Is it all? He's got size to elevate.
Lewis stayed
Tough
away.
Shot, tough shot.
No, that was all Stevie Mitchell, Ref.
Absolutely.
Jones into.
And I think he's more intense on both ends of the floor.
Could have actually argued for a lane violation there. He held the ball over his head for a second. He could not convert it. He was tremendous at Utah. Free throw rolls out. A 14th miss at the foul line. Their season high is 15.
It's been
14-9 now. In the corner, Chase Ross, lefty, and knocks down a triple. 31 up. 5 minutes to play. First half, Ross hanging in the air and banks it down. No call.
Well, good straight up advance, 59-57. Joplin on the outside, leaves it for Jones. Two-man game between the all Big East selections, and Joplin makes it rain.
That's a huge start for the team on the defensive end. Their communication, they at times over-communicate just to make sure the message is sent, who's got who.
Stevie Mitchell, he's got it, and 2 straight threes for Marquette.
He's a huge
rolls. Jones, the head fake, kick, rip, drive, Lowry clears the space for the bucket.
Yeah, that individual.
Conwell, he is too good with the ball in his hands. The response right there, quickly down the other end for Ross.
And Marquette.
Mitchell right back to him. Jones pump, put it on the deck, kick it out. Ross. No! Chase Ross on target from the corner.
1,200 in his career in 3 years.
He's got 10 points in the second half alone. He's 4 for 4. Jones has come alive as well. Drive, dish, Ross, finish.
It is all on. You hate to do that.
On by in this second half. Jones, little shimmy shake. Outside for Parham. He'll load it up. Yes, sir! Marquette. Jones, patient. 6 to shoot. Now he's going to have to force. Jones, hook it. Parham, end of the clock. Got it! Offense in motion. Jones, tripped. No whistle. Joplin! Splash!
With 2:15, it's strong, so that stops the run. Joplin using the pivot foot, yes.
What the pass, though, from Cam Jones in a crowd. He's been prayed, just cuts to the strong side of the floor. Prey only 7 points his last 9 games.
He's defending here, but it didn't work. Joplin buries a triple.
Didn't happen. That's a tough basket right there. Big time shot from Scott.
Now Gold gets an open look. And cash dishes in.
2 on the ball with Cam Jones. There's got to be
Iwuchukwu off the window.
the read there by Kadari Richmond. You got that hedge coming out to take it away, but he found the roll man. Breakdown in transition defense, and you just don't see St. John's in a lead.
153 college games. Syracuse and Seton Hall, now St. John's. Gold down the lane, left hand, we're tied again.
There's that drive and a closeout again. You got to respect him as a shooter and getting that rebound.
90 seconds left in overtime. Here is Jones, gives it up. Ross for 3. Oh, wow. Bank is open. On a
But yeah, Terrace Reed just filled up the box score in the last game, 24 and 18. As there's
Same
a
play.
hard cut, Joplin rolling in.
Same play run at the other end that got ball, the opportunity at the rim.
Their first possession, they cough it up.
And first meeting, Chase Ross was a hero for Marquette with 27. David Joplin with an evergreen light.
Well, he is one of those guys here on the defensive end, probably the best on-the-ball defender that I've seen this year.
And Gold knocks it down, coming off a big night.
That's just good offense. A pick and pop, knocks down a tough 3-ball with the hand in his face.
And Ben Gold answers right away.
Cam Jones is always looking ahead, does a great job of finding deflection for Marquette. Their goal is to get 32 per game.
All part of their defensive numbers that they stack together. And elite offense counted in the foul with a flex for Joplin.
Nice short roll.
3 of those 8 are in the NBA.
And on top of that, they have not been a big user of the portal. And Cam Jones is just dominating this game with his passing, his playmaking. Oh, that's huge. And you know, he talked about that this morning as well. Continuity, you know, having a core group of leaders. You know, guys like Epps and Mack, Ben Gold did not call it, but he's happy it went. But shot because they got a good ball reversal, made the defense shift, and Epps had a wide open look.
Joplin glides in.
Joplin, Ed Cooley said he doesn't pass the ball much, and he's right.
Gold is golden. Timeout, Ed Cooley. It is Ben's week.
And Marquette is locked in defensively. They are contesting every shot. They're getting deflections. They're in the passing lane. And that's the 9th assist for Cam Jones and his wing. Team, Shaka Smart has built a culture of this camaraderie between the parents, the players, the way they practice, the way they spend time in the off.
45 consecutive games in double figures. He joins Eric Dixon to lead the country. Jones up ahead to Mitchell. A new career high. 12 dimes for Cam Jones. Sing with madness.
Yeah, I mean, just look at Penn Station, okay? The train station down below the Garden, and all you see is a sea of red. And this is
delivery, but he can get it going.
Better offense. Great defense, but better offense.
This kid's going to be good.
Parham for 3.
You like him? Well, the one thing I've heard about him is that when he...
Look at that cover. What a nice read by Jones.
Oh, man. Pocket pass to Gold, who strikes it.
How pretty is that? Look at the hustle from behind.
And the back tap again.
Did you see him jump in the air? He was so happy.
Oh, Gold again finishes.
You got to give an assist to Mitchell. Ball on the deck and be a little more aggressive.
Jones the kick. Mitchell bangs it.
Well, there's the third one. I think they're going to come out. What a job to do. Well, that's so easy in there, huh?
Hamilton for 2.
Nice look. Nice read by Jones.
Critically today.
They need him, I think. That size, stretch the D, let other guys. This is his shot.
Stretch the D, you say.
Exactly. Look at him smiling, too.
And Rune save for 2. He's been great.
He has. He has. Plays with a little spunk and spirit. Look at this lob.
Oh, my.
Wow, from half court.
to control that defensive glass. And there again, you got to put a body on someone. Get back to your fundamentals.
One of the worst defensive rebounding teams in the country as Joplin fights his way to the rack. Chase Ross nearly threw it away. Joplin corrals. Joplin slipped and fell. And it's a goal. Oh, wow! Poplar from the weak side, but I think they're going to count the basket. Cam Jones get to really get involved. Joplin putting it on the deck, and he uses the window.
That great recognition. And that means when you pass it, it goes to a teammate that he can do something with it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He can jab and shoot it. And that came from Cam Jones. The other guy, this time of year, you haven't been playing. So that's not a bad thing.
Parham, strong take.
Cam Jones wanted a foul there. I think he was expecting it.
Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Lowry lines up a three.
That's a nice shot for Zay. No, he's got it going. He's hot. That showed some leadership right there. Just a very smart play.
Gold answers for Marquette.
They need Ben Gold.
Lowry with 14, make it 17 on the night. He's perfect from...
And tipped right back out to Jones. He's open. Instead passes to the corner. Lowry a three.
You can't give him that many opportunities. And you know...
Closed off by Coleman. Parham catch and shoot three. It's good. Just a 29% three-point shooter. Mitchell is shaken up across the floor, slowly joining the play. And he's holding on to his left wrist as Hamilton lays it in. The officials are going to have to stop the game for Mitchell, who is in some... Owens for three. It's good. He was just 2 of 13 from three in 53 deflections in the first game against Seton Hall. And Norman adds to the lead.
And they think they're doing well with...
Gold is wide open in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, you can't leave him that open.
Maestro and a senior who's steadily gotten better. 27 points, 6 assists at Creighton Saturday, and Stevie Mitchell is his sidekick.
Well, they do such a great job at Marquette with two-man basketball. Very, very good.
7th DePaul turnover. Marquette hasn't had a main field goal in over 4 minutes. Parham, bring it up.
That's beautiful basketball. That's one of their key out. Good play.
Jones and Parham playing a little two-man. Parham, they lost him, and he connects.
Good play. That's a reason that when we watch Cam Jones, it's not just the scoring.
This is off. Here's Jones. Oh, my. That's Chase Ross.
They're running now. They're running. That's why they're so good in the first 8.
Who hits the deep three to give Creighton the 7-3 lead early.
Unlimited range for Ashworth. You don't find him in transition. He's going to make you pay for it.
And Mitchell with the answer. Second three for Stevie Mitchell. He was indeed. Jones. He'll jump it out to Joplin for three. And there's a three. Breaks an 0 for 6 goes Chase Ross. Out there with 3 fouls to start the second half. In the corner, it's Joplin driving to the rim over Kalkbrenner, who got there a little late.
How pure did that pass sound?
Oh,
he knows exactly what to do with that.
Jones wraps it around into the corner, and Parham will quiet this crowd.
Parham has started to find his offense. Last frustration there.
Jones against Kalkbrenner on the switch. Here's Joplin. He's had the hot hand, and he still has it. 20 for Joplin. And then the tip and taken away. Turnover Creighton. Jones will find Ross. He'll drive to the rim. 4-2.
There's a couple times here in this second half where Chase Ross hasn't...
No trips off.
Lowry step aside and drives. Zay Lowry.
How about that? That was impressive. Taking it to the rim. Note on him.
We're talking about a couple-game lead in the Big East in early February for this team. Parham in the corner, another.
Well, what a find. That's how you get going if you're...
This Connecticut defense. Ubiquitous. Jones, the kick. Ross. Boom. Got 15. Backbreaker there. Hamilton. Nice try.
Great response, and on the defensive end for Marquette, you did everything.
Zone. Drive zone. Mitchell. He'll make that Parham, and he knocks down a jumper.
On the offensive glass.
Parham will look from three.
It's beautiful ball. It's amazing what happens when you're playing against zone and that ball touches the middle of the floor off the dribble, off the pass.
There's Mitchell with a layup. And a bunch of Bulldogs come back on the floor with those two fouls with 40 seconds left in the half. Try and get some offense. Nice cut inside. Chase Ross lays it up and in. They gain confusion defensively for Butler. Lead has only changed hands one time in this game. Butler's led almost for the entirety, and a good slip for Joplin. 1 point game.
And Patrick McCaffrey has
looked like he was off balance when he went up and never really found the range.
Well, nice pass out to Gold for a three.
That's part of Cam Jones on your part. That was the best ball move we've seen from Villanova here in the first half.
That breaks their 3-minute scoring drought. And Lowry hits them right back with the three.
You know, Lowry got that jersey clean.
Marquette's been great again on defense, forcing 8 turnovers against the Villanova team that doesn't usually give it to you much. Into the post. It goes on the bank for Parham.
Parham has been really good off the bench.
Well, leave some time for Marquette to go get one. 3 on the clock. Jones crossover. Shovels it. 3. Parham at the horn. He connects.
And Longino had Tyler Perkins wide open and chose to keep it himself.
On the cross. Oh, great find. Mitchell fills the lane.
Cam Jones.
Points for Cam Jones. Just took 6th place over from national champion Marquette legend Butch Lee. David Joplin swishes it home.
Yeah, Joplin, one of those guys, you know, you kind of got to just stay out of those guys' way and let them play. Let them be leaders.
Another deflection, this time by Ross to Ben Gold. He's true. Timeout Seton Hall. The 10th ranked team in the country is
more important when you're down.
Cam Jones with multiple threes in the first half. Ben Gold, that's how you start the second stanza.
Yeah, I tell you, we're starting #1 in blue.
He is back on track tonight. How about that delivery? And the finish is good for Parham. 4 assists on top of his 19.
Xavier crisp with their switches right now. These dribble drives, they're just switching them and taking them away.
Jones gives it up, top of the arc. Bank is open for the freshman Royce Parham.
The switching by Xavier, for the most part today, has been flawless.
Jones drive and kick. Gold, yes! The lid off the bucket for the Golden Eagles.
Xavier.
Jones sees a lane, then up top, Mitchell, yes!
If you don't match up with Cam Jones early, he gets that
good cut by Benson and a nice pass. A couple of easy baskets to start this game off.
Ben Gold's a shooter at the big position and drills it.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Gold
from Mount Vernon, Illinois, delivers 2.
You know, one of the things that Marquette doesn't have, got to get back and you got to find these guys. Marquette is terrific in the open floor.
This building does Joplin. Last 2 games here, 14 for 19 from 3 coming in. Here's Joplin, gets the basket, and a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that's what you care in the Big East games, no doubt. And now you see DePaul using that zone that Chris Holtman told us about.
Gold, another 3, that's his 3rd. As good as Gold from distance, came in first couple of minutes. DePaul has certainly recovered. Jones, no, gets it back. Third chance for Marquette. Joplin rings the bell, his second three.
And that's what, like, for the other way around.
Shooting 60% from the floor, just 3 of 9 from 3. Joplin responds. He has.
They should be.
Well, Coach, you saw Marquette in their last game a week ago against Georgetown. In that game, they had a rocky first half against the Hoyas. Yes. But Ross took over in the second half of that game. Gets the betting with still 10.7 left. It's still too much time.
Yeah, I don't see what you're getting out of it.
Yeah. Joplin's wide open from the corner off the inbound, so it really makes him pay.
Yeah, it made him pay. I mean, Chris Holtmann to be able to do that against Marquette, he just got to finish him.
8 of 19 shooting. Mitchell, an opening, the parting of the Blue Sea, and he lays it in. Wow, nobody picked up Stephen Wright. Tied it up on a play that was a goaltend, examined for at least 3 minutes, and then stood. Joplin for 3. He ran to the corner, trying to hunt a 3. Joplin sidesteps, examines, and drills it. Give him a call.
You like that one better, right?
47 of 50 in this building. And they played a tough schedule, Jones.
Yeah, I mean, their schedule has been legit, no doubt.
Ross, a much-needed bucket for Marquette. Jacked in by Sarver.
2 blocks a game, he averages.
Double. Joplin hit. Got it! And one! His team in conference action.
Georgetown back man-to-man now.
Jones kicked. Ross in rhythm. Yes!
He's been their best player without...
Steps into it. Flanks off the iron board to the Hoyas, and bodies are flying everywhere. Marquette's got it. Onto the wing. Ross! Unconscious. Second best in the Big East. Denies the screen. Great lead. Mitchell couldn't score.
What a terrific job by Stevie.
Joplin has the size advantage. Kick it back out and reset for Jones. Into the corner. Gold for 3. Lights it up.
But Cam Jones is so good.
Right into the single tower of Kalkbrenner.
Yeah, he can't bulldog Kalkbrenner at the rim.
And Mitchell buries the 3 on the other end. He was wide open.
That's a good job. Difference maker, especially with Pop Isaacs out. They need more guys on the perimeter that can handle and score.
Ooh, Parham had evil intentions, instead makes the layup.
Yeah, and it looked like he lost it on the way up, Jeff, and got it back. They coughed it up a few times, but they're giving themselves a chance here in the first half.
Coming off a big win, there's Stevie Mitchell firing away from 3 again and drills it. Mitchell leading the way with a dozen half-court offense.
Oh, he likes this matchup.
Kick it back out. Parham 3. Got it. Tie game.
Oh, Royce Parham.
You in the half court.
This is stripped away. There's that defense. The deflection from Mitchell. What a fight from Jones. Joplin blocked away, but it'll count. And now Marquette today's practice exclusively 2-on-1 drills to start. More swarming defense scooped up by Jones. Ross heaves, knocks it down. How about the answer from the Golden Eagles?
Strength there.
Unjinxable. Setting up a wide open 3. Lowry off the bench. That Schultz per usual. Defense from Mila here. Lowry from deep. Oh, man. Save Lowry with the range.
An environment, but they have just been so efficient on both ends. They've taken that part out of the equation.
Joplin on the roll, make it 27 into the break for Marquette. Defense into offense all night. Nice pass from Jones. Mitchell for 2. That's pretty.
It's not just the bigs.
Wesley Cardette, typically a starter, coming off the bench tonight. Jones for Hamilton, bumping, scoring. Assist number 8 for Jones.
See, Bach just needs more. And Kim English is frustrated right now, talking with John Gaffney. It's frustrating all around. And to put icing on the cake, Mr. Gold.
Scrimmaging late for this group. game all but decided early. Lowry, third triple tonight. Zay Lowry putting on a show.
Quiet for Cam Jones. He hasn't hit a shot, just one free throw. Gives it up here. And Joplin with a right puts it home.
And that's where David Joplin has been at his best. He's shooting 53%.
Marquette's been able to stay relatively healthy outside of Sean Jones, one of their veteran guards. Pretty nice finish there by David Joplin.
And when he gets to the rim, good things happen. With his size, man, shot by Dante Maddox.
Cam Jones skips across to Joplin. An assist for Jones and a potential 4-point play here.
But it certainly is an adjustment period. Now Xavier trying to mix and match with some zone defense.
That defense looked a little confused, and it leads to a Joplin triple.
Well, they overload that zone, and they get... Look at the help that's built in there. I mean, Conwell's seeing a wall and then just throws it away.
Leaving it for Gold, and Gold knows what to do with it.
Place to play.
Stevie Mitchell, spin cycle.
Spin. You get McKnight going so hard to that right side, and Stevie Mitchell with the understanding.
Every time something like that has happened today, Marquette has had an answer.
Slip.
And they've got an answer here.
There's too many times where Xavier just miscommunications.
It was the heart and soul of his defense coming up with a big-time play. Joplin off the spin and the bounce.
We've talked a lot about Cam Jones on the spin. David Joplin.
Game Pierre Brooks. 5 times this year he's been over 20. There's a 3. Trey Norman hits the tray.
Well, Trey Norman usually the guy that
for Stevie Mitchell.
Got to drive it.
Mitchell underneath. Lead back to the Golden Eagles. Only led for Telford and Brooks. 61% of Butler's points this year. Parham for 3. Finally, one goes through for Marquette from distance. Stevie Mitchell passed up the 3. Gold won't from the wing. Got it.
Yeah, Ben Gold's just...
Marquette does such a good job of defending without fouling.
Yes.
That's a big key tonight.
Wow.
Gold all by himself for the dunk.
You got to be in full court pressure. You cannot let anyone.
For 2011, that started here in Dayton.
Yeah, I mean, they were pressing full court. They were havoc, is what they called it. This pressure is different. It's more in the half court. Big.
Marquette's led ever since it was 2-0 Dayton. Jones bullies, bounces, and finds Lowry inside.
What a nice pass. And here's the...
Pick and pop. That's Gold's game.
Wow.
Cash.
I mean, that's a big answer because...
Hoorah, so to speak, in this rivalry. So you do kind of want to...
Nice pop to Gold. Finishes it off. 6-2 in that first half.
Yeah, 6 second chance points. And it's the little things in a rivalry game on the road that you want to take advantage of. And right on point. Earlier in the second half, at the 17-minute mark, let's see what happens with the Badgers.
Joplin 3, good. Marquette's back out in front.
Badgers.
Stevie Mitchell goes to the right hand. Easy drive on Blackwell.
Well, I mean, it was easy.
And it deflected to Joplin inside. Joplin's got 13.
Both of these teams early on this season have been scoring the basketball at a high clip. And that's a 3 from the big man.
And you have to know Ben Gold.
Already 6 Iowa State Cyclones have scored. And Ben Gold has an answer with an early 5 points. And Jefferson. That's a much-needed 3 from David Joplin.
And that's just the guard. Now you have 2 in Jefferson and Jackson. When the guards need a break and don't need to score the ball,
get the ball down low, and then create offense.
Owens has his third triple of the night. The freshman having a group.
And right now, Owens has played a very mature game.
Owens is perfect from three-point range
that's
this
a
season. And a beautiful look up ahead to another freshman.
That's
Royce Parham. Number 5 for Keyshawn Gilbert to go along with a game-high 20. Parham again.
It's a great scorer, plays at a great pace, does a good job getting to his spots. Good bucket.
Nice speed. Jones to Parham, who's having himself a second half. Parham, 3 from the wing.
The angle of the pass, one of those plays that you shouldn't rush that quick. Unless it's a wide open layup or a wide open shot, you should not try to shoot contested shots because you give up easy twos like that on that end.
Royce Parham with
an early lead. Just getting underway here at Fiserv Forum for Western Carolina. Joplin puts it on the deck, going hard, draws contact, doesn't get the foul, but he does get it to fall. That's how you got to. Kicks it out to Caden Hamilton. Jones again. Nice speed inside to Hamilton.
That's a great pass. And you know, he's just showing all the...
Joplin to Jones, back to Joplin, trying to dial up a 3, and he does.
That's the ball moving from
locker room.
Execution. I want to see good shots. I want to see my defense. I don't feel that Shaka's going to be too pleased with his defense so far as Royce. I'm a big fan of him. You got to keep shooting. The only way to get back in the game like this is you got to keep shooting, but you got to shoot good shots.
Nice look inside to Gold. Guess who again on the feed? Talking about Ice Emery, there's a big contingent here from Appleton and from Neenah High School. Watching him. And Royce Parham just really impresses, doesn't he?
And that's Cam, get all of that.
Jones puts it on the floor. In the corner. Again. Zade Lowry's knocked down a couple today. Jones again. Down Owens, back to Jones in the paint, back out to Parham, top of the key, splash for Parham. An impressive display of their depth here against Western Carolina. Jones still on the floor, leaves it for Hamilton. There's an assist.
I mean, we're taught at the next level. If the offensive rebound, that ball gets kicked out to you for 3, that has to go up. And I love that unselfishness right there. Cam could have shot it. He could have closed his eyes, shot it.
And huge 4-minute stretch here for Stonehill. And gets start to it with the bucket from Nesbitt. Gold, no hesitation there. You said about 80% of his shots are no. They were looking for another deflection. Yep. They count those. Joplin able to finish and the foul, but credit filled the deflection at the other end.
There's no.
Owens, you mentioned getting stronger. Looked pretty strong there.
Here they stack up. Coach White said, this is a business trip. We want to play the right way no matter what, sharing the ball, connecting on D, and just be highly competitive.
Georgia, got to move here. Shot clock running down. Newell, kick, LeFew, 3. It ends up working out on a possession where nothing was going right for 25 seconds.
Going to suction to, that's going to leave other players open for Marquette. Jones has really good vision. That triple-double against Purdue included 10 assists.
And let's swallow Cam. Sometimes on an entry feed where a guy's out of position, sometimes they go, I'm just going to kick this thing and stop possession.
You do what you have to do. The kick is not a bad option down low.
Save that ball near the out-of-bounds line, and Georgia's possession just not there as Marquette's bench.
Kane's 3 just wide open again. So off
today. Moving on, Kane. Oh, he shook free. Oh, the J not there, but a sweet move to find some space.
Joplin had the strength on Kane. I'm surprised he didn't.
Creates more sound with the net than we currently have in our headsets, but he's an outstanding shooter.
Nice cut.
Beautiful cut by Mitchell.
And the fine. Can't.
Marquette.
A lot of ghost screens early. Pick and pop. You got to stay connected to this kid. If he gets it going, it's a different team.
Ben Gold for three. It's his sixth.
Look how good he is with that dribble. Sets that up. Parham gets a nice hook.
For three.
Watch it.
Not much better than a big-to-big pass.
Oh, yeah, they did a nice little high-low game, these two. Haven't seen it early.
Ross.
It's clean look.
Knocks it down.
Oh, that's...
Lawyer with a dive. That's taken away.
4 on 1. Wow.
And that's going to lead to 2. It was Jones laying it off for Mitchell.
Right now, but
can't score. Jones, what a rifle. Down low to Ross.
Well, everybody was set. Nobody got in the stance on the back line.
And whipped away down low. Ross got up there along with the cavalry.
Collective D.
Ross got it back. And rips it.
Boy, that's a early dagger.
Our friend and colleague, Dan Horde.
Sean McDonough is the MC.
Yeah.
I'm glad I missed that date.
Gold knocks it down to the corner.
Somebody's got to get free if he's going to get it.
Mitchell. And there it is. It's a triple.
Here goes Cam Jones, kicking out to his buddy Ross, and he drops down the triple.
How about Ross of late, huh?
Jones looking for his first points of the night. Trey Norman, number 5, Zay Lowry, number 7 are on the floor, along with Royce Parham, and the freshman drops it in the well.
Great basketball. The thing about that, what makes that play...
The junior, just outside of Detroit, he ties this game at 15. Royce Parham for 3 from Cam Jones.
Very underrated aspect of continue to do what's working. You can't get bored with winning.
Jonga throws it away. Jones slings it to Mitchell.
Love it.
Making it rain right now. 2 for $1.
Shoot the ball. Watch him chase, watch him job, and build on his own skill set. He's got a tremendous skill set and confidence. I love how when he attacks the basket like that. I love when he plays defense. I mean, I think he's one guy that can definitely...
That they've been able to get through an entire offensive set. And Pritchard, preseason MAC Player of the Year for a reason. He has that ability.
Chase Ross with a 3 right there.
I mean, that's Cam drawing it.
Stevie Mitchell in the lane, kick out. Cam Jones. Ross launches. Right on line.
Much improved shooter. And
game to game, situational.
Yes, everything is always going to be a different situation, but he always has to stay aggressive because that is his #1 threat.
Caden Hamilton, nice move inside.
Terrific.
Their 18th steal. Ben Gold for 3. What an answer.
Needed it badly. That's a big shot.
Jones around a couple of picks. Behind the back. Ben Gold for 3.
Pretty sweet pass from college students in here.
And a timeout. Play run for Jones. Pump fake. Kick out. Here's Ross for 3.
Needed it.
Nicely done. Joplin. Ross in the paints. Against and the Drew finishes.
It's amazing what just reversing the ball does.
Gold has it, top of the key. Jones, shot clock to 3. Jones doubles. Gold has to put it up. Shot clock expiring. Puts it in.
What great awareness.
Leading by 7. Jones to the corner. Joplin again for 3. Got it again. David Joplin, the senior, and score. Cam Jones takes it under 10. Gold for three. Gets it to go. That's three more. Cam Jones has 24.
Someone else is going to have to join the party offensively.
Joplin. He's feeling it. 24 now for David.
Give Ben Gold a lot of credit. You pointed it out. He did such a good job on 3 possessions defensively.
Heat check.
The back turnovers forced by this Marquette defense. Mitchell, wide open three. Buried it.
Why not Stevie Mitchell? Wide Zeus out on the floor for Stony Brook. And this is a guy who, every floor he walks on, he's going to be one of the, wow, what a pass.
That was a great skip pass into the corner for Ross. There's Ross for three. Just short. Gold taps it out to Cam Jones and a fresh 20. Oh, Joplin underneath.
Terrific.
And put back offensive rebound.
Tied at 33. After being down by 15, St. John's starting to tighten up that defense. They will take you into Chateau Deep, folks. Well, Laurie off the bench tonight has been excellent, especially on the defensive end. Ball knocked away by Lewis. In transition, the kick. Squirts out. Joplin snares it. Killicam. Taken away by Davon Smith. 15 turnovers, edge of foot.
On top. Simeon Wilcher has been terrific today. It's kind of the silver lining of not having Davon Smith.
And here's Kadari Richmond the other way with a two-handed flush.
Going to look to get Cam Jones off this pick and roll into the paint for him to make a play for himself or somebody else.
Right now it's himself. Oh, he throws it away. Richmond stole it. And then he's fouled in transition. Devin Hall, if you like college basketball, you are in the right spot.
Richmond can post you too.
Oh, good hands. But Ben Gold got his hand on it, and then a push.
Nice hands. Cam, they got numbers.
He's got Joplin with him, Mitchell with him. Jones through the defense and an offensive foul. He telegraphed it a little bit.
Should have given it up earlier, though. He would have gotten.
It's a big game.
Well, he's a talent. I mean, he had some flashes last year. They blocked by Burks. A lot of it, you got to give Marquette credit. They knew that he is a heavy isolation right-hand driver, and they have made it tough for him and made him play in the crowd. The thing about Pete.
A 12th Georgetown turnover. Can Cam Jones convert? That's picked off by Peavy. 12th Marquette turnover. Peavy gives. Gliding in. Curtis Williams.
NCAA tournament, but room to grow certainly. They're at UConn next Wednesday. They finish with St. John's here at home.
And the birthday youngster coughed it up.
Yeah, happy birthday, Cam Jones.
Automatic switch, nice hustle.
Barron against Gold. Nice job by Gold to use the body.
I played with blocks. They had 42nd, 43rd, 44th.
It's a steal for Floyd. Bounce pass ahead. Oh! Chase. Marquette in turn will run. Jones carving the lane. Lost it. Good defense.
Yeah, he also picked it up too soon. Should have fan dribbled.
Oh, got a 10-point lead, and we're not even at the under 16. There's Cam Jones, the leading scorer for Marquette, and he throws it away to Poplar.
And if you're Marquette, you just have to weather the storm. This is right after my own heart. Start late. Got to learn fast.
He started his sophomore year of high school, and Marquette has had a couple of turnovers where
Seton Hall switching a lot of these screens. Jones lost it going up, and Coleman takes it away.
Bounce plays. Both teams spent a ton of time on out-of-bounds preparation today.
Marius out of a great Western Reserve Academy program in Ohio.
Foul of the afternoon.
Creighton does a good job fitting into 2-hour windows.
They really do. And then Cam Jones just dribbled it off his foot.
Back.
Hasn't been able to turn. Ejiofor can guard 5 through 1. Wow.
And he forced the turnover.
That's him. You're right. He steps it up and gets after people. LaPerry.
94 feet of Cam Jones, and he had it taken away. Lewis for Scott and big con
on Jones here. Going to take away that drive ability with his size. He's out of bounds.
Great defense. He just walled off Lewis did.
And Rick did it from the sideline. So you get him.
Jones, can he answer? Spins. Strip. Loose. Caravan on the floor.
A game. So at any moment, to your point, you've got to continue to be good with the basketball and take care of it.
And that pressure is only going to ratchet up to get an offensive foul on Cam Jones.
But even then, he went 10 minutes without one tonight. Here's Jones down the baseline, and he steps out of bounds.
Tyler Perkins, good job being
on a night where Marquette has had a big paint advantage. 22-8 in the paint is Poplar in there on Jones, who comes up limping again.
Poplar got his foot.
Came back, beat DePaul in overtime. Lost by 2 against Xavier. And Villanova's played nothing but close games lately. Longino can't bring him closer. Joplin soars above the rim.
Lefties, probably Jalen Rose included. I don't know if that's completely right.
5 on the shot clock. A turnover here by Marquette. Jalen's with our crew tonight in studio. And Donnie didn't.
Taheen Holloway, and it shows the rest of this Seton Hall staff that, okay, we're still playing. Let's just play hard.
Toomey playing hard and a foul on Joplin.
It's a game of runs.
Jumping up this second half. Taking grasp of this ball game after Seton Hall in a little burst to close the first. A turnover here. Coleman from Middleton. Isaiah Coleman all the way.
Green there on Conwell. Gold really finding a body.
Cam Jones taken away. Good defense by Foster. Xavier with numbers. And Fremantle foul. And Conwell can fill it up, the Indianapolis native. Talked about his 34 points last time out. No whistle. They say that Jones just lost it going up. Can they get this guy going? Cam Jones just 4 points. Has it knocked free and stolen. Marcus Foster gives it up to Swain.
How about Foster? That certainly wasn't their toughest half of the season by any means. But you know Marquette's going to keep coming and keep bringing it.
Turnover, though, by Cam Jones, and a rare turnover by the senior.
That's a guy that...
Everybody on the baseline. They run routes. Get it to Jones. Trap. Throws. Off the hands of Joplin. And out of bounds. The Paul Ball. 9.5 left. Cam Jones, Peavy fighting to avoid the screen. Over top goes Williams.
Williams, great defense there.
4 on 2. Back kick.
Here comes Marquette. Stevie Mitchell running the break and pulls it back out. Jones deflected off of Neal.
Neal didn't touch it. Tim Clark.
12. 1 for 9 from distance. Got to get something from him offensively as Jones went down to the deck, turned it over.
I meant McAndrew. I didn't mean that. My bad. Thanks, point guard.
Not force the issue. I think you'll see them run stuff a little bit deeper into the shot clock. Let it come to him.
How about the defense from Joseph on Cam Jones?
It'll take a few minutes to get.
All Marquette in this first half on New Year's Eve. Telegraph pass and Joseph to steal. Bensley Joseph.
I'm not a Kiwi, Rob. I'm a Hoosier.
Outside of that.
I do like Kiwis, both the fruit and the people. Here's a 4-on-3. Conwell. Slip. A frustrating afternoon so far for the Musketeers. Still shooting.
Lazy pass.
But maybe this will help them. Hunter! Well, that gets him a little close. Cam Jones spinning in the lane. McKnight got his hand on it. Xavier with a chance to take the lead. Blocked though by Joplin.
Neil Telford, number 11 in blue, screened the inside, and then that's what created that open look.
Jones. Stevie Mitchell had a good cut, and then he commits the foul on Telford.
Jones with 8 points, 3 of 4 from the floor, taken away, and Javon Bennett gets an easy 2.
But I would say Anthony Grant's able to project that those guys are going to be good at a higher level. That's tough. Great defense.
They get the 3 out of the stop action and a steal. Bennett swatted.
Great timing from your big man right there.
Nice lob, entry pass, but Ben Gold can't handle it.
And one of the few times.
The season for Nate Heise, a fifth-year senior out of Minnesota. Jones lost it, stolen away by Lipsy.
Whistled for that personal foul. Jones off the handoff, taken away by Stansbury, and Western Carolina wants to run. Stansbury going. Ross. Jones trying to leave it for Hamilton. Might have been one of his only sloppy plays of the game. Stansbury.
And he also talked about stepping on throats as well. You don't want to give up the lead.
Corner, Kane's 3, not there. And another rebound down there for Gold. The guy from New Zealand, already with 2 boards for Marquette. And then a strip from behind by Georgia. It's some high school ball at Plano West before prep school in Massachusetts. Jones, what a whip around pass to Gold. He hit it, and Marquette feeling it early in the second.
Just such speed on him. He has good timing when he sees his teammates get that ball. He's off cherry pick into the races.
A spurt for Marquette.
Look at that little palm. Yeah. Allen Iverson going left.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, it was. Parham doesn't look afraid at all, does he?
No. None of these freshmen have looked afraid.
Nice cut, but a tough pass.
Geronimo, good hands defensively. And now.
That's one thing Central Michigan said they wanted to do. They wanted to get up 30 to 43s. It's about it. Can we take care of the ball? Can we rebound and force tough shots?
Brian Jonga with the steal, and that's Anthony Pritchard, the reigning. Cam Jones hooked to Parham. Jones with scoring outputs of 32 and 24 in the first 2 games this season, but he steps out of bounds.
He left Clemson to go to Florida, then goes to VCU, has tremendous success, makes the Final Four, goes to Texas, has success there. But I really feel like he's found a home here at Marquette. He can do exactly.
Richmond. Backdoor Smith. Oh, point blank range, and he missed the chippy.
Point shot.
5th tie of the game. R.J. Lewis has been quiet offensively as of late. Gets to the hole, and now he's speaking up.
Here, by the way, tonight at 7 o'clock, the Bucks, who this is their home arena, will play the Orlando Magic. Leotopoulos rolls off. There's R.J. Lewis.
Yeah, nice
ball, the cut.
How about that screen by Sampson? The curl. Something going to the rim.
Ball fouled by Cam Jones.
Just a little late. Jones has done a good job on ball. You got mistaken.
Yeah. McNeely, they didn't get it off.
Look for the lob.
Parham kind of
Cloughed it up with the aggressive play of Mitchell. There's that screen. Nice. Look at the help and read anticipation. Jones. Nice pass.
They can before halftime. Tough pass. Trout in the corner. Sets. 3 rolls home.
That was an awesome play.
I mean, a weird box score from the UConn game. The forced turnovers for Marquette. A big number and a take pushes him into rhythm.
Nice play.
And a big foul on the back end. There's the 4th on Cam Jones.
Yeah, they're going to look at this.
Second miss of the game for Marquette.
Yeah, when you're playing against a really good defensive team like Marquette, it's going to be important for Butler to look for early looks in transition as well.
From the logo, McCaffrey.
After passing it in bounds.
with late clock. Got to get it in first. Deflection leads to a steal.
To this offense.
And pretty impressive that after missing a couple games. He still comes back last 4 games, 17 points a game.
And he's a big piece to the puzzle. Marcus
can get to the rim.
They've got older veteran players, all those guys, upperclassmen. Jones got his hand in there.
Shot clock's at 12, and that's really the first pass on the interior, and it's knocked away. DePaul gave it a fight. What they had, Rivera off balance. Look, Cash! He's keeping him in. Give to Sorber. Williams for 3. Long board, Mitchell.
Blackwell dumps it off. Extra pass, Janicki from the corner and an air ball.
17 points, 13 boards, 10 assists. It's only the third triple-double in the history of Marquette basketball. This is a Kane corner 3. Georgia still...
Defense, little Euro, lefty finish.
Very creative at the rim. Luster out of control, rejected by Joplin. Holtman's in year number 1 at DePaul. How are they? They're in overtime right now, by the way. O'Connor the chance for an and 1. There's a lot of...
You catch that ball in the corner against Marquette, it's usually lights out. Look at that dude.
Poplar guarded behind the arc by Ross, missed everything.
That was wonderful.
At the 23-25 foot area at the top of the key.
Thomas with 5. Thomas turns and hits. David Thomas is finding his groove.
Andre Screen asking for it inside.
Moore met by Cam Jones. Moore. No good. Screen with an offensive...
First half, and so far, quick to the basketball here in the second.
5 offensive rebounds total. Bizjack again spinning around. Jones did a nice job. It's out of bounds. Butler basketball.
Rickus, who has the center gold on him. Can't do anything with it. Longino on the attack. Took the contact, stayed with it, and Gold wins that battle.
Ross, Cam Jones, these guys are really long arms, great athletes.
Blocker gets hit on the way up, and we'll head to
turnover there.
Telford had the hot hand early for Butler. Trying to knife through that defense. Ball ends up in Mitchell's.
Not much inside the three-point line at all this possession, so it has to be Smith. Crosses over against Jones with the contact. No, tip again! Santos finds it.
On the floor, super sub number 5, Curtis Jones has the ball in his hands. He is an electric scorer.
He's been absolutely phenomenal, right on the money. This
across the board, the Marquette team again, creative at the rim.
Jones the rebound on this end.
Now even. Jones kick. Another 3. Joplin got it this time.
The rebounding battle and the bigger...
And it comes down to him, and we already saw that he works. You know, he was in here before the team scheduled shoot around, getting shots up, working on his game.
Parham's got
behaviors.
Staple of this program. The first 3 years of Shaka Smart. And the turnover.
Practice time, they haven't been as sharp, and I remember hearing through the grapevine as a player that treadmill is a real weapon for him in practice.
He makes those guys work.
Absolutely.
Pretty good defense there by Cam Jones.
It's Diarra trying to split 2. Cam Jones right there with solo ball.
Nice.
Jones, some strong defense, and he is so important defensively against a guy who aced them last.
Previous. Meanwhile, for Smart, he's 43-14 in his last 57 league games. Epps shut down by Jones.
Great job by Jones. Going vertical, hands up high.
Point guard on this team, taking on a ton of responsibilities. He's still putting up his points. McCaffrey inside and blocked by Jones. McCaffrey got it back and 1.
Last 5 from the floor. And the second chance for Villanova. Poplar pulls up. Jones got it clean. Marquette looks to run. Jones stops. Fire. Jones trying to leave it for Hamilton. Might have been one of his only sloppy plays of the game. Stansbury. Now they move it around. Open look for Livingston, but
you know what? You make up for it. You make up for it with a block.
Jones, 1 What a whip around pass to Gold. He hit it, and Marquette feeling it early in the second half.
That entire possession, I was watching Gold, and so often when he sets it.
Hamilton for three. Rebound tipped out, and it's grabbed by Braden O'Connor up ahead. Haynes, and he gets it blocked by Cam Jones.
Let's go to John.
Noah Donnie, Shaka Smart looked at his team and said, fellas, we know this is a program. At the Big East tournament, it takes multiple efforts. You have that championship DNA. You gotta keep pressing.
Game. So I think, you know, with this injury to Davon Smith, that can jumpstart him going to the postseason.
Here is R.J. Lewis. Cam Jones, so quick.
That's a way that Marquette can negate what's
the dog's ear. He lost it on the way up there. Johnson had it fleeced. Stevie Mitchell on his own for a run out.
Points by committee. Forwards handled ball quite a bit. They are here with the move to the nice hands. Cam, they got numbers.
He's got Joplin with him, Mitchell with him. Jones through the defense and
real strong.
McNeely does. He lifted out. Rebound Johnson, and Cam Jones ties him up.
Mitchell. There's that screen. Nice. Look at the help and Reed. Anticipation. Jones. Nice
Jones, the interception. Then he plays quarterback, and he gets 2 free throws.
Long as we've started this second half, and Burks trying to battle for it with Cam Jones coming out with it. And here come the Golden Eagles. Joplin with career high with 11 assists. And now 45 consecutive games in double figures. He joins Eric Dixon to lead the country. Jones up ahead to Mitchell. A new career high. 12.
Gold stayed with Barron. Bensley Joseph past Mitchell.
Look at that cover. What a nice read by Jones.
His last 5 games, he's got 3 no-point games.
5.5 to go in the first, and a sloppy turnover by Adewusu. Jones the other way. Ross.
I mean, a weird box score from the UConn game. The forced turnovers for Marquette. A big number and a takeaway there.
Not a good flare screen setup.
Ross. And he does turn it over. And Jones gets it back. Shaka Smart told us that his team has to make efforts. And Cam Jones steps in, and the foul called on ball.
You can't telegraph the...
With late clock, got to get it in first. Deflection leads to a steal. Jones with hands on it.
Find some belief again in yourselves.
Shot clock is trimmed to 10 on the opening possession. A turnover by the Pirates.
Yeah, just again, 2 bigger shots with that volume.
He had 30 last week in an overtime thriller of a win over DePaul. Now another turnover.
And one of the rare bright spots for Marquette against Xavier with 18, you do when you have a guy like Cam Jones and he's in a funk. You kind of got to just stay out of those guys' way and let them play. Let them be leaders.
Another deflection, this time by Ross to Ben Gold. He's true.
It's a phenomenal play. Especially out of a timeout.
Now League Bay turns it over. They've got numbers. Joplin lost it.
As a player, you know, to see him develop as a player, his freshman year, came off the bench 36 games, and so he's worked his way up. Chase Ross, we're talking about.
Veteran players, all those guys, upperclassmen. Jones got his hand in there. And 3 go after. The tie-up will send it. The other
career 3-point shooter. You got to find him in transition.
He loves this building, does Joplin. Last 2 games here, 14 for 19 from 3 coming in. Here's Joplin, gets the basket. Shot clock's at 12, and that's really the first pass on the interior, and it's knocked away, deflected by Joplin.
Yeah, trying to get a lob there wasn't a great decision. No bench points for Marquette tonight.
Low pass deflected. It's a ball with a steal, but right back comes Jones. Sneaks it in with the left hand on the right side, right past the big.
Ashworth. Now down low, Kalkbrenner, and Cam Jones comes away with the steal. Jones kicks out.
The way that Marquette just cut that up.
Ashworth. Backdoor pass stolen by Jones. Joplin put three-quarter court pressure to score.
Yesterday in practice, exclusively 2-on-1 drills to start. More swarming defense scooped up by Jones. Ross, he did off-balance shot for Chase Ross. 10-0 run. Take away Cam Jones. Marquette starting to feel it. Not close. Bensley Joseph battling. Deflected by the aforementioned Mitchell, and Pierre had nothing else to do but have Cam Jones.
Look at the help that's built in there. I mean, Conwell's seeing a wall and then just throws it away.
Leaving it for Gold, and Gold knows what.
Moore trying to create, taken away by Jones. Telford had the hot hand early for Butler. Trying to knife through that defense. Ball ends up in Mitchell's hands. Numbers for Marquette.
That's going against Dayton through the first 15 minutes. They're within 7. Bennett with Ross deflecting it. Of course, Chase Ross. 8.5
to Carter Gilmore. One extra pass. Tonje had it blocked. Tonje again ripped away by Cam Jones. 2 more EGBs. Ross falling down. It was blocked. Another steal from Cam Jones. It's his 3rd of the game.
Yeah, look who's walking to the score.
Jones matching a season high with 32 points. The most ever for a Golden Eagle in this series, and another steal for Cam Jones. That's his 4th. He has done everything right.
Rebound. Josh Jefferson working on a double-double. 12 points, 8 boards. And here comes Cam Jones, a 3-on-1. He chooses the 3.
Because those are values that you can hold, and you can continue that long after you leave college. You know, just being a good person. You know, above anything else, these programs, these schools, these universities, you want.
Demery Jr. backs it out. Sloppy play from Marquette so far. And then a turnover. Jones went down to the deck to save it. This ends, but they get him for a foul.
Kane's 3 just wide open again.
The push off and a foul on Marquette.
Georgia did a nice job on the defensive end communicating.
Harris with the rebound.
I thought it was a great play by Smith, though, with the run by.
Lawyer with a dive. That's taken away.
4-on-1. Wow.
And that's going to lead to...
That's nice of you.
That's not what I think when I hear your voice, but that's what people think.
Oh, no. I got that aside. Nice cut. But again, the help side defense that time by Jones. They just read things.
What a slip pass, but what a steal, Parham.
How about that, the long stretch?
Getting, I think it was a foul, a little floater or something, and then his next 3 drops. Another deflection.
Cam Jones to steal. It's a 3-on-2. Ben Gold tries to.
You know, sports, you cannot get comfortable. You have to continue to do what's working. You can't get bored with winning.
Jonga throws it away. Jones slings it to Mitchell.
Love it.
Making it improve his 3-point shot. He's 2 for 2 tonight. And Cam Jones with another steal.
Okay.
Jones and Mitchell. Jones hits the basket. In the
you could see this George Mason team is flustered right now. Another turnover. Jones with a steal. 3-on-2 to Joplin. And Joplin. Haynes along the baseline, in trouble again. Another turnover. Jones for goal.
staple of this program. The first 3 years of Shaka Smart. And the turnover. Cam Jones going the other way.
Lewis. Baseline. Ball reversal. Wilshire off the bounce. Good.
As Mitchell takes a seat, it's Jones, Ross, Lowry, Parham, and Joplin. Push shot falls a little bit short for Swain. Hunter on the floor for Xavier Long.
Every aspect of scoring on this Marquette team this year.
Fremantle spray it out. Maddox. His job is to score off the bench, and he can do it at a high level.
Such freedom.
A little bit. Foster. Leaves it for Swain. 3 to shoot. It's going to have to be a force and a hit. Jerome Hunter.
To run, even if 2 blue jerseys run to that ball, you need it.
McKnight step through. Foster jab, drive into the paint. Good defense by Jones.
Got his legs underneath him. Huge bucket.
Final 20 seconds here. Does Xavier have one final push? Swain clears the space and gets the roll.
It's Diarra trying to split 2. Cam Jones right there with solo ball. Nice. Jones, some strong defense, and he is so important defensively against a guy. McNeely thought better of it off the discretion. He misses for 2. Diarra the rebound. UConn owning the glass.
In the first half, Gold has 5 by himself. Shot clock at 2. This is a prayer. Mack with the board, heaves.
Dixon dealing with Joplin at the underside of the rim. Shot clock does not reset. Poplar the drive, lost the handle. I think we should have won. And yet, here they are with a double-digit lead on Marquette. Brickus, who's having himself a night.
They have to go early in the clock. Wow, he went for it.
Yeah. Poplar here. And that's popped away.
He's been struggling big time. In those last 5 games, he's got 3 no-point games.
5.5 to go in the first and a sloppy turnover. Points at a premium here in the second half. Coleman fakes a 3. Now takes one. Out of bounds. Minutes. On the attack again, sends it out to Duall. Coleman rejected by Parham.
Without Connor Enright for the rest of the year due to that shoulder injury. Rivera off. And now Cam Jones. Ridiculous figures.
This is good offense from DePaul. Very good offense.
And their first made 3.
Those
3. And again, Rivera off. Tapped out. Good effort by Skogman. Thomas goes up. Gold stood him up. Straight up defense.
Second chance points off those 16 offensive boards.
Here's Trout with 6 to shoot. Relocates the 3. Pinballs out. Rebound Parham.
Joplin just willed his way to the basket after that offensive rebound, not settling for a jumper.
Zugic got inside for 2.
That's a big play right there.
Floor. And the second chance for Villanova. Poplar pulls up. Jones got it clean. Marquette looks to run. Jones step. Longino sweeps in. Nothing there. Poplar still trying to get his night going.
Matchup zone here. First time we've seen this evening.
And Dixon carves out some space. Short. Right back to him.
Coleman went down. Tapped out by David Tubac. Now Coleman gliding in. Took the contact and finished over Jones.
I love that. Give like 10 slaps on the back in 4-minute stints. It's amazing how he's just encouraging everyone.
Time to.
Joplin gets a piece of Rivera from the corner. Benson hits it the gun. Mid-range is short, and then a loose ball foul. DePaul rallied first half, had the lead at halftime. They've held on for the lead with the lead most of this second half. Gun off the front rim, and Marquette has another. Sorber. 10 on the timer. Williams, aggressive drive. How'd he get that to go?
I'll tell you what, think about going on that.
Fielder stride inside. Short. Joplin.
I mean, as tough as he is, he looks like he eats railroad ties for breakfast.
Inside look, and it's a quick 5-0 lead for Creighton. 2-point
game with that annoyed Kim English there because they worked on that baseline out of bounds stuff at today's shoot around. He's still coaching him up, trying to work on things. Got to think big picture.
Now 3 of his last 14.
This is Conwell. Still scoreless.
But Davion McKnight passed up an open shot for a semi-contested.
McCaffrey on Gold. McCaffrey crossover to Bizjack's floater. No good. And Joplin just took it away.
Like a safety. If anybody knows, it'd be him. Santos, floater, shorts.
They just have not been able to get a good look at.
Be a huge quad 1 win. Key whips. 5 to shoot. Santos bodied and will head to the line.
Voss almost picked the pocket. Tonje. Wisconsin over 4 minutes without a bucket. Tonje got his man in the air. He'll go to the line. Ben Gold got his hand on him. And Mitchell beside himself. He did not draw a whistle. And we're going to get it off. Kamari McGee tried to draw the contact, couldn't do it. Nice ball fake by Carter Gilmore. Kick it back out. Tonje 3. That is short. Came off his hand funny.
Struggling and scoring 4 points. He's got 5 assists already.
And that's what he's a winner. He helps you win in more ways than just scoring. He does whatever it takes in order to get his team a win.
Gilbert. Swatted away by Joplin. Out of bounds.
And cannot finish at the rim. He's missed a couple of shots within about 3 feet.
That just comes with patience. You know, it might be a little bit of nerves, might be a little something.
Joplin, Mitchell, Jones, Gold, along with Owens, who's had the last 9 for Marquette. Good defense without fouling there from Gold, block from Simona. Kofi with 4 on the shot clock. Tough look. Credit Cam Jones over this next minute.
Everybody is in the right spot. They cover the next man's back. Going to carry Marquette a long way.
A 7-point jump in points per game so far for Ross this year. Nice floater. Good touch there.
Full court on every possession.
Georgia and Asa Newell did a really good job closing the gap on defense that time.
And now Newell on the other end. A bit of an awkward drive, and he gets bailed out.
No whistle there, and Harris with the rebound.
I thought it was a great play by Smith, though, with the run by.
Lawyer with a dive. That's taken away.
Down the end line. Selton Miguel in the lane. Little runner is short.
Now look at that balance, though. Terrific.
Loosening up that defense. When they're playing zone and everybody's in their spots, it's tough.
Vanderjagt works his way inside after the ball reverses sides.
Fancy pass, just hit it to him on target.
Billups attacking the hoop, able to finish. 22-16, back to a 16-point lead. Maddox. And Joplin has the rebound.
Luster's 3 off the heel.
Turnover. You're trying to go one-on-one against this tough St. John's defense. It's a tough task.
Lewis double pump on the baseline, no. And it squirts out, picked up by... And that time, it was Lowry, unable to convert on the other end, edge of 4. Can't get the tip jam, save. Nice rebound, Kadari Richmond. He'll bring it up the floor with the left hand, gets to the bucket off the glass. And it's rejected, picked up. Scott, R.J. Lewis, and foul.
That defense.
Off the mark, Cam Jones, averaging 19 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. Deep one, Conwell. Weak side rebound, Fremantle jarred it loose. Mitchell a little out of control. Conwell looking to push. Get it up ahead, Swain puts the head down. Nice defense, good recovery by that. Marquette Gold misses everything. Conwell up to 16 already. McKnight all the way down the floor, missed it. Fremantle's there, but a foul called late. Winning time came calling, and Joplin answered. Knocks it out of bounds on the other end.
Misses a triple and a rebound to Richmond. Here comes R.J. Lewis. Hanging off balance, no, but a foul on the putback. John. That was a pretty good look inside. Ruben Prey is out there, number 17 for St. John's. As Will's up quick, but it's taken away.
They had Ben Goal on the perimeter.
Leotopoulos, yes, as he falls to the ground.
One of those sequences where it could go.
Castle last year, who's thriving in the NBA right now, the former UConn Husky. But he has a similar shot.
And no good. Marquette's taken only 3 so far, and we get a foul called. Cam Jones doesn't like it.
This a little bit wild.
Barron catch and shoot. He missed it. Marquette.
Norman, but they give it away.
Good job by Felton there.
Felton splitting the defense, but he missed the lay-in.
Stop fighting. They've got the ball here. 17 seconds. Walker, you got to hurry.
You don't want that.
That one goes off the back of the backboard.
There by McAndrews, and that just gives that angle. Stevie Mitchell, crowd gets loud, he goes and makes a play.
Green inside, no.
A lot of contact there.
No whistle. In the scramble, that 3 grazes the front iron, and Ashworth propelling up the floor to McAndrew, loping to the rim, and oh my goodness, Chase Ross.
With the Joplin just willed his way to the basket after that offensive rebound, not settling for a jumper.
And Sugic got inside for 2.
It's a big play right there.
Here's Richmond.
Good give and give back.
Wiltshire will take it himself, scoring a foul.
Nice give. Richmond.
Watch out. Jones the miss. Rebound Richmond. Smith streaking down the lane for the lead.
How about that with that left hand? Hard off the glass. Yard was it down. Caravan steps into the tray.
And then Swain strips Ross. And Ross is in pain. Fremantle lays it in. Chase Ross, he already has his thumb. Look.
Got all the way, just not the finish.
I love that you know how many dunks you have, by the way. Lay it on the other side for Davion McKnight.
Just like you know how many fair.
Pulled for 3, no. Tip weak side, Mack leaking ahead is Peavy. Ahead of the field. Jam! Timeout Marquette.
Cam with a brick on that 3. Running the floor. Green takes the extra step and a goaltend on Chase Ross.
Jason
Worth pokes it away.
Great job by Ashworth. The defensive backflow.
Miller inside, just his 4th bucket of the year. Turned it over.
I meant McAndrew. I didn't mean that. My bad. Thanks, point guard. I appreciate you.
Neal fires up a 3. Boy, did Creighton need that to get.
That was the prettiest miss of the night.
Ashworth from the logo. No good. 1 for
Joplin. It's time Providence with the defense. Joseph. Mila. No. Floyd the offensive rebound.
In America when it comes to controlling his body on attack.
And here comes a turnover and transition offense, and that is the Cyclone specialty. 2 strong, 1 and done for the Golden Eagles. Lipsy. Right down Main Street, no. Jackson blocked from another turnover forced by this Cyclones defense. Behind the back, Jones. And that would have brought the house down inside Hilton.
Hamilton might have been one of his only sloppy plays of the game. Stansbury, now they move it around. Open look for Livingston, but
you know what? You make
deflected.
up for it. You make up for it with a
Then lost his feet. There's no whistle and a block by Absent. Georgia up the floor 2-on-1. Look at the passing. Oh, the finish not there. Scramble around pass to Gold. He hit it, and Marquette feeling it early in the second half.
That entire possession, I was watching Gold, and so often.
And a weak side rebound. Gillespie will push it. Selton Miguel to the basket. There's Queen. The freshman McDonald's on it. Tough. He still just hit the one shot. How about a second? Yes! But he missed it.
Pretty good D, too.
Miguel.
Nice pass.
And he finds Queen. Wow. Open look. Long rebound. There's Miguel. Finds Queen. And there's going to be a foul on the floor.
How quick he got there.
Rebound tipped out, and it's grabbed by Braden O'Connor up ahead. Haynes, and he gets it blocked by Cam Jones. A 10-0 run here by Marquette, 46-41. O'Connor able to answer back, and that's a big one by Braden O'Connor. In and out. K.D. Johnson, a long rebound, trying to push. And he throws up a wild shot because he thought he'd get fouled.
And inside, missed the layup. Seen a couple of misses at the rim for Marquette. O'Connor on the drive, got in there too tight, out of bounds, going to stay with Stony Brook.
Yesterday, comes out stroking it. 8-2 Marquette, baseline, Wilshire, count it. Uh-oh. Shoulder, it's his right shoulder, edge of four, pump fake, dribble drive, kicks down, Scott, short, offensive rebound, baseline, draws a double team. Davon wraps it around. Look at the ball move. Aaron Scott.
Off the mark, Cam Jones, averaging 19.6 assists and 5 rebounds per game. Deep one, Conwell. Weak side rebound, Fremantle jarred it loose.
It was not a great shooting night for them, but they did get to the dribble drives, get to that rim, find the painted area.
A whistle underneath. And Ruben Prey gets inside. Now Leotopoulos. No. Sophomore from Plainfield, Jersey. Edge of four, kicks it up. Here's Scott. Barely grazes the iron.
That's the versatility we talked about.
Here's Peavy. Jaden Epps catch and shoots. Short. Gold helping grained in their DNA. Peavy can't snap Georgetown out of the run. Offensive rebound to Malik Mack. He's short. And Gold, how about Gold's activity or makes in the game?
Well, everything has been hard for them. There's been no easy baskets. Everything is contested, and Williams might be one of the few positives.
Providence is they have avoided those live ball turnovers they saw in the first meeting. Barron hit one earlier, rebound Gold.
Suggesting that you're not a very good coach, Raph. Try TV.
The best compliment anybody could find. Daniels for 3, Ross the rebound.
That was his first 2 of the night.
And only their 6th in the paint going over.
Extra pass to Dixon. No.
He's struggling in the half court.
Adewusu, an air ball on the 3.
Yeah, it's not his thing.
Some foul trouble. Aiden Blocker. With a kick and an open 3. Rivera off at an offensive board for the Blue Deep.
It's above the wing. It's not at the top of the key. A lot of times it's the middle man in a 3-man action on the weak side that makes that cut. Stevie was
Benson with the offensive rebound.
Nice
kick out pass to Blocker. In and out. DePaul fighting for it. Got it. 3 wins to show for it. It was dark for DePaul. Kick out to the corner. Rivera. The drought continues.
Boy, the vision to find Trout with Lowry right in front of you. Here's Jemiah Neal, sets up for 3.
Bounces twice off the rim.
What
Jason.
a rebound. But are lucky that could have been an illegal screen.
Close. Ashworth. Neal, he'll try again. All the way around and popping out. Green try.
Tell you what, Huskies, don't sleep on them when they get healthy, folks. They're going to be dangerous. Baseline jump shot, and that goes down. First shot of Telford in goal. Dig by Mitchell. Here comes Moore penetrating. Kick out again. Nice. King wide open. Three is good.
Practice jumper for him.
And it's even a priority for Marquette to get more bench scoring. And they get immediate impact from Parham tonight. And that
all for creating contact. But when you lead with the ball, they've already gotten you to turn the ball over 12 times.
Knight, good shot fake. Short from the elbow, but an offensive board by Swain. Conwell. Look at that activity.
Marquette, if you're just joining us, had an 11-point lead. It was 21-10. They came out of the gates racing. This could tie it, and does! CJ Gunn. Benson rolls. Enright can't get it to him. Gunn steps into a three. Cash!
I'll tell you what, this guy is
In his last 3 games, played at Wintrust Arena. A visitor who likes it here. CJ Gunn, another one. Skogman tips. Leg injury against Seton Hall. Enright double teamed. Great vision. Rivera with one to shoot. Oh my! Peavy picks it up. Bounce into the corner. Extra pass. Ribbon look. Off the heel on the board to Norman. Point by 14. It is Wilton to 4.
I told you before the game for Jordan, what a nice pass.
Out of the corner, Caleb Williams. Rainbow heel. Gold able to box. Joplin on the
court set.
Stevie Jones and Mitchell is on Ashworth early. Skip pass into the corner for 3, and it's good. The freshman Jackson McAndrew to me. McAndrew passes up the 3, gets it to Miller. Miller kicks. Another pass to Ashworth for 3. Good ball movement. Couldn't pay it off with a bucket. Cumberland, Rhode Island's finest. Ashworth into the corner for 3 for Trout. No good. And Ben Gold comes on.
This crowd, this joint is filled. And it is as quiet as church right now.
Cardette breaks a 21-0 Marquette 4. Marquette run to take the Providence crowd out of the game. Barron from way outside. Yeah. Mila right downhill. Given out. Barron the shot fake. The triple. Oh my. He said we've been struggling at the 5 position. Mila. Not close. Bensley Joseph
Is slightly ajar here for Xavier. This would be big. Conwell finally found the bucket.
Defense to sink in and skip it. Wide open shots and be open on the weak side of the floor for Butler. Good flash.
McCaffrey unable to hit just from that elbow area.
Eggs to be able to try to make a final charge to try to get back in this game.
There's King for 3, and it was a foul on Cam Jones.
Cheeks can shoot it for Dayton. Gets into the lane. Sets up Alexander. Rainbow is short. Santos follows. Rebound. Shot clock at 5. Latom feeds. Cheeks shoots. He knew it was off. He gets there first. They get the 3 out of the stop action and a steal. Bennett swatted. Ross went up. Alexander Rainbow back of the rim. And Lowry secures the board.
Winter with a mismatch on Cam Jones. Winter for 3.
Look it against Gold. Morgan for 3. Joplin fighting hard for the rebound. Run for Marquette. They pushed it out to a 62-36 lead. Stansbury, a 3, too strong. And now Western Carolina really just settling.
Simona enters it down low. They whip it out to the corner. Good look for 3. Off the mark from Kofi.
Surreal now out high to set the screen. Both teams just went to the bench. This is a Lawrence corner three. Not there.
Had a triple-double come out of their program. Was in 2003 by someone we all know pretty well, D-Wade.
Kane finally got one from the corner.
Joplin to jump.
This on the other end, and they're going to get Owens down there for going over the Georgia defender. That's a foul.
2 years in blowout wins against very good teams. We'll see if Purdue can withstand that heat. Kaufman-Renn shoves the defender away. That's a three that won't fall for Jakara.
It got it to the corner. Harris. That won't fall. Berg over the
take. Look at the dance here.
Braden Smith put his tap shoes on.
He does that so well. The pump, everybody bites.
Here is Lawyer on the drive. Got to the foul line.
Nice
Nothing
time.
there. It's Harris. He missed it.
I like that trip, though.
At its largest lead in the ball game. It's at 10 again.
Look at this run and jump.
Lawyer gave up the three for Heide. Off the heel. Kaufman-Renn leaning into a pass for Smith. That's a big shot for Purdue. And a time.
Just you're late in the shot clock. A lot of individual play right now.
Young from downtown. No. Long rebound to Ross.
Is what a good show by Parham.
Harris Smith. Skip pass to Gillespie. Knocked around. Rebound Joplin.
And we're not talking all layups and dunks, right? Like some of these other guys that have great numbers. I mean, they're off the bounce, they're catch and shoot.
Eddie, a little bit short. Jonga tries to put back, and he's have to do.
And that last minute 44, can you get some momentum and can you sustain that? Can you settle in?
Here's Jonga for three. Air ball. Tough to rebound.
The more you shoot in the gym, the more comfortable you're going to be.
Braden O'Connor left wide open for three, and this is tipped out of bounds by Anderson. It will be Johnson turns the corner. Top of the key, Maddox puts the three, got it! And George Mason has its first lead. A 10-0 run here by Marquette, 46-41. O'Connor able to answer back, and that's a big one by Braden O'Connor.
Jones to lead the way.
Ball pressure.
Fry dials up a three. Short offensive tap in good
from Chase Ross and how he's expanded his game tonight. I think the next guy in line to do the same thing. Good shot by Jared Fry. Is.
We're going to push it once again and finish with a bang here. 3 seconds left. Conwell creates the space. Short. And Marquette gets a stop. Go from 14 down. Marquette back in front. Swing. Tough take. Stop.
Never standing still. Always on the move. Guys showing up for a teammate.
Swain just dribbled it off his foot. Turned it over.
They haven't been as sharp, and I remember hearing through the grapevine as a player that treadmill is a real weapon for him in practice.
He makes those guys work.
Absolutely.
Pretty good defense there by Wilcher, trying to blow by Gold. Now he is going to draw the bump against number two.
A little under 70, 67%. Stagger, curl. They got they got a double dribble. Go strong.
McNeely does. He lifted out. Rebound Johnson, and Cam Jones ties him up. From Reed. Diarra, no.
Nice rebound.
Wow, a one-arm engulfing and a push against Marquette.
They did a nice job getting.
Georgetown top 50 in the country in defensive efficiency. PV off the heel. Joplin fighting for it. It'll stay with Jordan.
Pulling it up a little bit.
As always,
Once again in the lane there. That's where he loves to go.
Back to the right that time. Down to the ground.
Good for him, though. He's smiling. This is where he excels, number 4. Look at that double hand.
Wow, Cam Jones for Pierre. 10 to shoot already. I mean, that's been the lay of the land all second half for Providence.
And it's because the defense, they've forced it. They've got numbers. Watch the wing. There you go.
Gets to come home. He's from Reading, PA. Got like 80 friends and family in attendance tonight. Longino goes up with the left and rolls off the rim.
I don't think he needed
Coleman spins out. Arierne, the offensive.
Is coming off his big performance against Villanova with 5. Down to 3. Another tough shot, and they are still without a triple.
Yeah, if you don't go through the middle.
Ashworth 5 to shoot. He'll launch the 3. Ashworth splashes it down and says good night.
If he wants, I think.
Gold with 3 fouls as well.
They got the switch.
And the help by Joplin to press it down into his hand. And it's 1-point game again. Richmond.
Nice foul. Foul underneath. Joplin had a good block.
And stretches the lead back to double digits for Marquette. Up 11. And Jones falls down. Perkins from 3. Slides off. Joplin fight. Longino quiets the crowd.
Ooh, the mid-range assassin. Pretty darn good on the defensive end for the team who can score the ball.
Shot clock is at 4 for Scotty Middleton, who can catch fire from 3. He had offensive rebound for Elite.
They'll reset with Davion McKnight. Shot clock again dwindling. McKnight with the left. Tapped around, taken by Norman.
Good shooters missing them too. Enright turns the corner, chisels inside. Too much on the shot.
That was the prettiest miss of the night.
Ashworth from the logo. No good. 1 for 10. Back to an 8-point lead. Ashworth with some space. His 3 is off the mark. Offensive rebound called.
Hunter trying to attack Gold. Kicks it out. Here is Swain. David Swain in the lane with a left. Down to the deck goes Jones. A lot of bodies hit. And here they are again, a top 10 team, a 10-2 record. Conwell, he'll get to the line. If that's on Cam Jones, and I believe it is, yes, that's his second.
Bizjack back on the floor for Butler. Moore trying to create, taken away by Jones.
Marquette makes everything difficult for their opponents, even on an inbounds pass.
And just relentless on this end. It's out of bounds off of.
Got to move it, drive it, and kick it.
King on a hellacious screen by McCaffrey for the layup.
What a screen.
After all that's gone against Dayton through the first 15 minutes, they're within 7. Bennett with Ross deflecting.
Turns it over. Good hands as usual from Ross. 4 on the clock. Gilbert can't get it to go. Joplin clears. Get in the second half for number 10 in white. And he can't get the ball now. Face guarded by Mitchell. 7 on the shot clock. Lipsy.
To instill that in the youth, because those are values that you can hold, and you can continue that long after you leave college. You know, just being a good person, you know, above anything else.
Talk about the backdrop. Me, I've never understood it personally. If you're a shooter, if you're a baller, you can ball anywhere, on anything.
There's Newell cleaning the glass.
Amari Jr. is doing such a good job being in the right place at the right time. It's about your positioning.
Georgia just cannot.
That win against Alabama.
For Smith on the bench, I'm not sure Matt didn't like some of the shots he took. That is just deep and to settle. Late, though.
Yeah, he can do it, but he, as you said, he hasn't been able to find the range this year, Ben Gold.
Nice cross to the look.
Well, he's tough, isn't he, Ralph?
Sure is. Fellas, what a great... And he normally converts at the rim. Uses the rim beautifully.
He still has 10, but this is that one. Long 3 for Gillespie.
Big time.
Tough. He still just hit the one shot. How about a second? Yes!
Chase Ross, I mean, a year younger, but defensively could turn into a plus guy. Offensively shoots a nice ball, and that's a big-time move. Jacoby Hetty. It's such.
All started with great anticipation on this end of the floor, though. He baited Maddox into throwing that pass.
And now a strip.
Kind of that old man game when he gets inside about 12 to 15 feet.
Just missing some knee braces and maybe some Bengay. He's in good shape. The old YMCA.
Baseline, Lewis in attack mode. Spinning. Nice look to Ejiofor and an easy flush.
Iwuchukwu, good cut indeed. Wilcher, he continues to have a great game.
St. John's very willing to back one hustle by Kadari Richmond there.
That was almost over and back as well. Gosh, what helter-skelter play, but ultimately it's going to...
He recovers. You have to be so strong with the ball against this team.
Nice pass, but Felton off the mark on the shot.
Of why they're losing, right? And in the case of Marquette, missing some open shots, running into screens, not being as communicative as they need to be. Ben Gold's looked tonight much better than I liked it last couple games. He's being aggressive. He's moving better.
Gliding in and finishing. It's Riddle who just checked.
8 to shoot. Jemiah Neal. 3 Golden Eagles in there. Somehow finds Jason Green. That's a foul. Timeout on. Now.
Really don't need it.
Richmond
nice
on the prowl. Scott the finish.
What a back cut.
Carrigan, Stewart. Ball. Inside. That one halfway down, pops out.
And they'll set him up in the post.
Ends up being Poplar going to work. Slides it down for Mosley, who airmails it.
Mosley,
taking more of those shots, and he's making bigger shots with that volume.
He had 30 last week in an overtime thriller of a win over DePaul. Now
Joplin as well. Oh, what a good pass.
Delivery from Coleman to a league back.
Continuing to play the right way.
It's a top 10 opponent. Enright turns the corner. Gunn catches the high lob and throws it off the backboard and in.
You know, the big
Mack on a switch. Sorber's got Mitchell. Double, lying in wait. Great cut. Williams, reverse.
Not only a great cut, but a great pass. They were double.
Gets in trouble. They're going side to side once again. Neal trying to get downhill.
Pass it down low. Mason Miller's going to go to the line, and David Joplin is.
But not sure you're going to see that the way that Marquette just cut that up.
Ashworth. Backdoor pass stolen by Jones.
When they turn it up, not many better in the country.
Inside look, Trout up and under, got it.
Boy,
7 to shoot. Joseph in for Oswin Erusev. Blocked away, but a foul call.
And it's customary here at the Amp.
I grew up in a pool room, so I know, believe me. On this end, as you mentioned, Marquette allowing nothing easy, and that's a foul. Called on.
Another steal from. Explain to me what you mean by Spain action.
It's a ball screen into a back screen, which makes the defense thoroughly confused.
There's a nice dish. Gilbert to Heisey for 2.
Again, a nice cut down low, leading to a bucket in the paint. There it is, right on cue. But the double comes. Foul call, the help was there.
Boys, they're like, okay, it's college basketball season.
Oh, that's nice of you.
That's not what I think when I hear your voice, but that's what people think.
Oh, no, I got that aside. Nice cut, but again.
A night full of them. Oh, Ross almost got the steal. Inside, Harris Smith, 2-point game.
Talk about his strength.
From the 3, and he ended up getting, I think it was a foul, a little floater or something, and then his next 3 drops. Another distraction.
Cam Jones. It's to Billups. Puts it up, gets it off in time, and gets the roll.
Great execution.
We'll give him the first one.
Yeah, bucket's a bucket. Don't be picky.
Inside to Phillip, falling away for two.
Severy Phillip.
Defense tightening up. Marquette getting a little shaky. Another big time jumper. This
couldn't find Fremantle. 10 to shoot now for Conwell. Small ball pick and roll. Conwell. Oh! He's a man possessed. McKnight. Oh, he sneaks it through right past Lowry.
That gives them a great chance. And then you think about location-wise, too, playing close to New York City.
Yeah, could do that all the way through to the Final Four, potentially. Nice bucket, a ton of minutes today, or really on the season. Gives it up to Lewis.
But Lewis is going to drive this. He's going to take Cam Jones.
Now he pulls, and he drops it down.
Why drive when you could just do...
It's been a great game for this man. Simeon Wilcher off the drive. Whoa! Gold says no, sir.
This kid can have some good games, Stewart.
Stewart got the roll. That was soft.
He's got the size, too.
For Smart, he's 43 and 14 in his last 57 league games. Epps shut down by Jones.
Great job by Jones. Going vertical.
Felton from the free throw line. Way off. And the rebound for Parham.
Stop fighting. They've got the ball here. 17 seconds. Walker, you got to hurry.
You don't want that.
That one goes off the back of the backboard.
He and Ross will probably play a lot more minutes, I would think, this half. They're fresh. Short.
He knew it. He hung in the air and missed it. Richmond did. It's out of bounds.
now Stewart, 8 to shoot, rises and knocks it in.
What'd you say? Man to man, it looks like.
Stewart trying to pull it back, 6 to shoot, turns, 11-footer, off the front rim, no. Ross the other way, hard push into the front. Johnson turns on goal, hands up, pull to shoot, ball off the heel, and rebounded by 6 to shoot, Caravan, 3 to shoot, Caravan, forced it up, oh, he hit it off balance from 50.
Telford's got to drive and see if he can get that fourth foul. Yep.
See who they call it on. Parham's putting his hand. Under 30 seconds to play. McCaffrey backing down. McCaffrey, a wild shot, tries to keep it alive. Joplin's got it.
That is just, it's a phenomenal play. Especially out of a timeout.
Now, League Bay turn. Good question. In Milwaukee,
Pat on the back.
Well, not Milwaukee. There's no shortage of great food. Coleman swishes it home. Isaiah Coleman has 23 points.
Swain got around and laid it in.
And that's another good seal, this time by Jerome. They made him inefficient. It's been a different story this afternoon.
And you could tell pregame talking to Sean Miller was a point of emphasis. And how about Dalen Swain? He has played a big game today.
I want to see.
Jacob Meyer, leading scorer for DePaul. Count it.
He himself had 3 to 4 offensive rebounds. So you can penetrate this defense a little bit. And that's a big shot. You talk about the struggles.
Had to fully commit because you didn't want Gold on the pick and pop to get a wide open 3.
We expected a close game. It's now a 2-possession ball game.
It's Morgan now into the corner. Stansbury. Just 2 to shoot on the shot clock. Got to hurry. Morgan doesn't draw rim. And it is Markin.
Doing great.
They always told me I could talk. They didn't always say it made sense, but they told me I could talk.
I love listening to you talk.